See you in a little bit. Yeah, didn't quite mean for that to didn't quite mean for that to play twice. Shout out to Lou. Good morning, John. Didn't mean to have you on there. Neither meant to take you down off there for a second. Good morning, everybody. I see you. Shout out to everybody in the house. I can see y'all there. Wanted to touch base and say good morning. Appreciate y'all. Good morning. This is Good Vibes with Guy and Shine. Welcome to Creating Change. It's what we're all about here. Good morning, Tommy. Yeah, it was a fine intro. That was a fine intro, buddy. I gotta say. Shout out to the fellow that made that for us. Happens to be a close person to Tommy because it was Tommy. But shout out to you there, Tommy. Appreciate your help with that and showing me how to do some of those things, man. Because man, I just didn't know how to do it. Uh, hey, I see you there, brother. Muhammad, I see you, man. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Let me get my stuff squared away here. Uh, get where I'm supposed to be at there, guys. Good morning, everybody. I appreciate everybody being here, man. Good vibes to each and every one of you. Don't forget to hit that like button for me if you haven't already. But I appreciate all of you. Let me turn that down because that's a rookie move. But all right, good vibes, man. Good vibes. Hey, Tommy Kenyon, how you doing, brother? Gen X, I see you. William, good morning. Shout out to each and every one of you, man. You know, I was sitting there this morning before I come on, and I got to thinking about, like, for myself, I know that all of us are going to have an interpretation of things that's different, and maybe it comes out differently. But a lot of times when we speak about them or we talk about them, we find out that really we were all kind of going in the same direction with it, maybe just thinking about it from different angles. And I got to thinking about a simple word that I guess everybody's familiar with, but it's a word called luck. And in my mind, for a long time, I thought about luck maybe a little differently than I do these days. So I got to thinking about that. So if you care to take a little tour with us, we're gonna speak on that. Me and Shine are gonna have a little discussion on that, and we're gonna leave it open for you guys to put your comments and stuff down there. And as we can, we'll be checking them out. But yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I know it sounds simple, but I think there's a lot to be said about that simple word. Um, and I took the liberty of looking up that definition for us, or looking up what Siri had to say is the definition for us. So I appreciate every one of you being here. This is Good Vibes with Guy and Shine, and today we're going to talk about luck for a few minutes. So good morning to everybody. Shout out to you guys. Good vibes. All right, all right. Well, as we see here, luck is, by definition, something that is apparently brought on by just chance. Okay,
Yeah.
well let's talk about that. So good morning to you, Sean. Appreciate you being here, man. Good vibes to you.
Good morning,
Uh,
bro. Good morning, all.
appreciate you. We see Tommy Kenyon down there and Gen X, brother William. It's pretty much all family in the house. Got nine in the house with us, and today we're talking about luck. And we were going over, and I'm going to bring it up just so I can word it exactly the way that it was worded. But it's success or failure apparently brought by chance
Mm.
rather than through one's own actions.
Hmm.
Okay, so according to that, you just randomly pilfer through life. You could be out here in the middle of the woods and you can just randomly pilfer through life, and you can be out here just milling around in the mountains like you and I were when we
Yeah.
caught the footage of that rare thing that we've seen before,
Yeah.
which by my definition would have been luck.
Yeah. For
But
sure.
by Siri's definition would have been luck. But
Yeah.
but what if we hadn't just been randomly pilfering around through the woods? Then would that luck have found us? Because then would we have ever caught that footage? So is it
Ooh.
brought on just by
Huh.
randomness,
Mm-hmm.
or is it brought on by the places you put yourself in for random things to happen?
Yeah. Good question.
Because if you're in the middle of the woods, for example, I got one of them. Okay, you've heard the old thing. If you're not in the woods, does a tree make a sound when it falls? Well, it doesn't for me because I didn't hear it.
No.
Because the sound's only a sound for you if it's audible for you. Because there's noises all around, but if your ears don't pick it up, it's not a sound for you. You don't hear it. The deer might hear it.
Yeah.
The squirrels might hear it. The birds might hear it. The bugs might hear it.
I didn't hear it, so I don't know.
But I didn't hear it, so it's not a noise for me.
No.
So what my question is then, if you're an executive or you've went to school to be an executive,
okay,
and you want to have a lucky opportunity or something just kind of come at you in that realm of the world, then are you going to go to the woods to hang out with the squirrels and the birds and the bees? Or are you going to go to an area where those types of things are happening and hang out?
Where you have a possibility.
Where you have a possibility
right.
of something like that happen. So how random was your luck? You put yourself in a position. Now, that doesn't mean that random awesomeness doesn't just come in your life. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is I think you can have an influence on the luck that's dealt you.
Well, I mean, and there's good luck and bad luck, right?
Indeed.
Like, how many times in my life I would say to myself, if I didn't have bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. But that was also because I was putting myself in precarious situations most of the time, right?
Sure.
So, yeah, that would kind of prove that to be true, because also the other side has been true. When I make sure that I stick to my routines and, even the show, for example, right? When I stick to the show, naturally I find things go more my way. Now, would you call that luck? I don't know, but it's better than what it was before.
Well, and I've also had moments, lots of moments in my life that I can look at now and I can say, well, what I perceived to be bad luck 15 years ago was actually the best luck I could have got. So it really is down to okay, now we come to, in moments in life, through putting ourselves in situations, we are going to have random luck. But through moments in life, I think we're going to hold ourselves back from random luck by not putting ourselves in that position.
This is a very philosophical conversation.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example,
yeah.
If you want to be a singer or a songwriter or a producer or a anything, then I've said it before. If you have the best product in the world, if you don't go introduce it to people or allow people to be introduced to it, then you still don't have anything. All you have is a product. You don't have something that's marketable because you ain't marketing it. So, that's the same way with our luck. I think by putting ourselves in position, for example, when we were doing open mic, I say we because I know you did the same thing. So when you're going out to do open mic nights, way back in the day when you dreamed big and your cojones was that big around, you didn't care.
Oh, yeah.
You're going out to these little open mic nights, not because you just enjoyed it. You were hoping for that lucky chance.
Of course,
and you knew that to have that lucky moment,
you had to play those spots.
You had to go to those spots to get that lucky moment.
Right.
The lucky moment didn't come with you sitting in here on the couch doing the best version of Simple Man ever heard in anyone's life, but they haven't heard it.
Exactly.
It doesn't come right there. So I really got started pondering on this morning. Like I got up early. I get up early and I got up and I made my coffee and I'm sitting there thinking and I'm like, okay, man, because I'm trying to move forward. I'm moving. I'm making moves. And I'm like, okay, what is realistically, like, how can I position myself where favorability is more on my side than not on my side? Because nothing's guaranteed.
No.
But you can weigh.
You can weigh the odds. You can weigh the odds.
Yes, you can. So, I got to thinking about that. And I'm like, well, okay, what is luck? So I looked it up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, there's a couple different interpretations of the definition. I went with the very first one that anybody would find if they looked it up with Siri.
I looked it up
That's
on
how I found
Google, and I found the same one as you, just so I
Same
could
one.
reference it.
So,
You know.
yeah, same one. So, and then I got to thinking about that, and then that just sent me even farther because I'm like, well, now wait a minute. There is no real such thing as
Luck without action.
just luck. I mean, now I'm not
Yeah.
going to say that you couldn't be out in the woods frolicking around and another computer executive come trambling down through because he
there's-
just wanted to get some exercise and says, "Hey, would you like a job at my firm?"
Yeah.
Now,
What
I'm
is,
not-
what's
I'm
the
not saying it
probability
won't
of
happen.
that happening?
I'm not saying it. Won't, you know what I'm saying?
But according to that definition, you know, depending on how you take it, you
yeah,
could get
could
lucky.
We'd go skydiving and find a coal miner.
Yeah. Hey, man.
But chances are I could probably find a coal miner if I went somewhere closer to the ground.
Probably.
The closer I get to the ground, the better my luck gets about running
Maybe
into one
if
of
you
these
even
coal
go into one of those
Right.
holes,
If I-
you might find one.
You get what I'm saying? Like, okay, I see what luck is. Like, I see that random
Yeah,
luck can happen.
Yeah.
Like, I could be out broke as a joke, and I could be like, all right, I'm broke, but I ain't going to work, and I ain't doing nothing. I'm going to go out here and walk through this field and wait for a $100 bill to come down.
Oh,
knock me
look
down.
at Sky. Now,
I'm
it
not
has-
saying it can't happen.
It's happened on occasion. I mean,
I'm just
I
saying.
found a 50 one time. I'm not gonna lie to you, but it was a
Right.
one-time thing.
That's
You know?
luck.
That's luck.
But
Yeah, if
you're
don't
not
stand
helping
there-
your odds. Like, if I was looking to find a $100 bill, I'm that dude that's smart enough to know I'm going to go post up near an ATM somewhere and pray to
yeah, or
I'll be
something
downwind of
else.
wherever the ATM is, waiting for it to.
What's
like,
that over
like,
there?
yeah, like I got the best chance because I'm downwind. I got my eye on the prize. I'll see it if it happens. You know what I mean? Like if a coin drops, I'll hear it.
Yep.
And be like, ding, like, I'll be able to focus right in. So it's like, I really did not hate to, I go into those moments sometimes in my life just because, as I've told many times, I wake up in the morning, I have a crossroad. And there's mornings where those crossroads are met by blankness sometimes. And I have to fill that gap. Because I don't like that, because then it gives too much room for dumb stuff. So,
Yeah.
I started thinking about what that word really meant, and it made such a great morning for me because in my own mind, I was able to have this little like, man, okay, well, I mean, okay, there is a such thing. Like I could be out walking around and something great happened for me that I wanted to happen for me. But if I have a goal and I want something to happen for me, and I see a world in which that goal exists, then that's where I want to be to make my luck a better chance for luck to happen for me in that realm.
It's interesting because all the points that you made, or not all of them, but a few that you made remind me of something that like my great grandfather used to say, which is he'd say you create your own luck. It's not just gonna find you. You know what I mean? And I was like, well, that's kind of weird if luck is supposed to be lucky and it just finds you.
Right.
But I didn't know what it meant, and then when you think about it, it's like, yes, you can absolutely hedge your bets. Yes, that's why we played so many hours in those clubs. Like, you know what I mean? Hoping that the record man would show up with like a contract.
It don't work.
It don't work. It don't work, but you have a better chance of it happening, or maybe
you have a better chance by putting yourself there. It don't work by not being there.
That's right.
You've got to put yourself in that spot. So good morning, everybody. This is Guy and Shine. This is Creating Change, and we wanted to touch on that. Hey, Fishy Things. That was one of them comments that stuck out just now because I seen it on the way by. He said, once upon a time I was sitting on my couch watching TV and some random drunk chick came knocking on my door. Long story short, that seemed like a pretty lucky night.
Well, I mean, hey.
Hey, I'm not going to say that
we
that
didn't
wasn't
say
luck.
it can't happen.
I ain't
You
gonna
heard
say
my
it,
story about the $50 bill. I think yours is better, but
once again, I must say that knowing a chick that randomly gets drunk and may show up at your door puts you in a better position of that happening than not knowing them. You know what I mean? So
could put you in some other positions later. But
as you said, chance favors the prepared mind, fellas. You know what I mean? Like, so shout out to you, Fishy Things. things. That's hilarious, man.
Great.
But shout out to you guys. This is Guy and Shine creating change with you. We appreciate every one of you. Hey, I just seen Miss Luciana come in, but we were talking about luck. So once again, let's read that definition.
Yep.
So I personally have come to the conclusion, Sean, in my personal life, I don't necessarily buy into what that definition 100% says. I buy into that if I position myself right, then luck that I am hoping or praying for has a heck of a lot better chance at finding me than if I just sit on the couch and wait for it.
Yeah, and I mean keeping yourself where you need to be, right? Like, you know what I mean, all the way around, because it goes both ways. If you don't do that thing, you're gonna refer to it as bad luck. And why is this happening to me? And but well, you know why it's happening. You're doing things you shouldn't probably be doing.
Well, it's like when you come somewhere like down here where I'm at, right?
Yeah.
You move down here to a spot like this, and there wasn't many jobs back in the day when we moved down here, but there was work.
Yep.
And you talk to family and people that you meet, and they'd be like, "Hey, man," because I just moved down here, so it's like, "Oh, you're gonna have a hard time finding work." Well, at first I was kind of like, man, discouraged, but then I got to realizing, look, every day that I've been down here so far, and I didn't have a job yet, so therefore I could run and go anywhere I wanted. Well, every day that I've been down here so far, I ain't seen him up out of bed before 11 o'clock. And I ain't seen him go out and ask for a job. So maybe there's a problem there, not the fact that there's no work. I found that out quick, that was what the issue was.
That's a good point, dude.
You got to go ask for a job to get a job. So that's what I went and did, and I got me a job.
Yeah, and be careful where you're getting your facts from. You know what I mean?
You can't you can't get those facts from the dude that's at the on the couch
sleeping until noon.
Sleeping, like okay,
you're gonna have a hard time. Lord knows I have.
You're right. It's hard to find work when you're laid up on
starting when shift's ending, man.
Yeah, when you're laid up on the couch, it's hard to find work.
Yeah,
man. Yeah.
It really is a full-time job. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
A
hey,
lot
Miss
of that
Boogie
stuff.
Time. Do you want me just to drop the link in the chat for you, or do you want me to? Because I don't know that I don't even know that I have your email looked up. Like I know I can do it. I'm not going to ever say I can't. But would you mind if I just drop the link in the comments for you and just let you grab it from there, and then you can come in whenever you're ready. Because I don't think I have your email on my thing when I pull it up out of here, and I'll have a hard time. I just share. Okay, cool. All right, well, give me just like 1 second, because I'm actually pretty darn good at this. Pretty good at this part. Hey, your boy doesn't learn copy and paste, man. Hey, I'm on it, man. I'm on
C
it.
and the P. Yep.
Yeah, hey, buddy. Yeah. All right, Miss Boogie Time. It's down there. We'll see you about 11 o'clock. We appreciate you. Shout out to Miss Boogie Time. Once again, let me appreciate you. Excited to have you on at 11 o'clock. This is Guy and Shine creating change here with you. Appreciate you guys.
Get ready to groove to the rhythm of excitement as We Be Jammin' Live takes you on a thrilling musical adventure. With the spin of the wheel, our talented musicians spin into action, bringing you an unforgettable experience of music, energy, and entertainment. From classic hits to modern tunes, our talented artists will have you singing along and dancing to the beat. So, sit back, relax, and let the music take you on a wild ride. Do you have what it takes to be one of the 5 to be on the next We Be Jammin' Live?
Shout out to you,
There you
Jack.
go.
Appreciate you. Thank you for being a friend of Guy and Shine Show. Hey, and Carlos, I see you. Like done. Thank you very much. Appreciate you coming by. Good vibes to you, our friend. Thank you. This is Guy and Shine, 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. Nothing but good vibes this morning. We've been talking about luck.
An in-depth philosophical conversation.
Yeah, just have us a little talk. Isn't that funny how one little word, though, can strike up such a thought? I mean, in my opinion, it's
good for the brain, too. You know what I mean? To take time to think about something like that and be like, well, where am I with this? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, how do I see it? Am I doing what I can to achieve my goal? Do I know what my goal is? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's pretty interesting. But yeah, most of it I know on my part has been directly related to my behavior and actions.
Sure,
You know?
good and bad.
Yeah,
Hey,
good and
Fishy
bad.
Things, I appreciate you recognizing that, man, and that means a lot because there's a lot of work that you don't see that has been put in to creating something like this, and I appreciate you just acknowledging that you see our efforts, and it's sincere too. So thank you. And Carlos, I appreciate you too, our friend. Oh, so ravishing, I see you. Hey, everyone, I
hey.
see you down there. Good morning to you. Good vibes, our friend. We appreciate you. Thank you very much. Fishy Things, cool deal, man. Funny
Yeah,
guy.
see, he was out fishing last night, actually. I wondered, did you catch anything? I didn't get to stay on long enough to see if you caught anything. I think he's going for catfish.
Brother William says he's stealing the link. The funny thing is, Brother William, we've already got the link, bro. You
You
can
don't have to
chime in
steal
anytime.
anything, dude.
Yeah, like you've already got
I mean,
it.
you
Like,
can if you want.
you
but-
can, yeah, you can have it again, but yeah, you've already got it. So yeah, you can pop in, man. But yeah. No, man, I appreciate you, bro. Speaking of Brother Will, we're always thinking of you, man, and we just hope that you're able to get some of these
4 days. Yeah. Hopefully you can get
hi
these
everybody. Hey, I get it. Hi everybody. Hey, Miss Luciana, we see you. That's Chief Champion there. I encourage
Yes, sir.
everybody, if you haven't been over to see Miss Luciana, go over and check Miss Luciana out. And
Very motivating,
support.
very-
very motivating.
yes, she
Very
is.
nice.
Very
Been
nice.
a part of our journey since YouTube, since I got on YouTube.
Since
so,
the creation,
yeah,
a long time ago.
yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Ooh.
really, man, it's funny, but it's like, hey, you got you
6
got to
months
give props
feels like-
where props are due.
Yeah,
and
that's it. That's
like
it.
been part of it since right at the day one. Seems like. Hey, I hear you, brother. It's same here. It's gonna be beautiful today, man. It's supposed to be wonderful. It's just warm. Oh, can't wait. Of course, me and my boy's been fishing a couple times, and he's been fishing a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm a warm weather fish. See, I'm a guy that likes to fish. My son is a fisherman. He'll fish in any weather. I like nice, sunny, warm. You know what I mean? I like it nice and
Yeah.
like still and calm, no wind blowing. I like it the sun to be setting over the far
So you
mountain.
get to go fishing 2 days a year.
yeah. Well, I enjoy fishing about 3 days a year.
Okay.
I get to go other times, but I'm miserable. You know what I mean? So it's
Fair enough.
Yeah. Shout out to everybody. We appreciate y'all being here. This is Guy and Shine. Good morning to everybody. Good vibes. Shout out to Heavy Hitters Band. Friend of Guy and Shine show through Big Jack Storytime. Shout out to Big Jack Storytime and what you do for the community. We appreciate you, and we appreciate your friendship to the Guy and Shine show and Shine Dig and at creating change. And your personal friendship, newfound friendship from me has just been outstanding. So thank you. We appreciate you. Shout out to you, Heavy Hitters. Good vibes, good morning, always, and just an outstanding band. They're pretty tight. Seems like they got it going on. So we push you up, man. Shout you out. Shout out to Heavy Hitters Band. Shout out to everybody here. We'll be having Miss Boogie Time on here at 11 o'clock to talk about her book. and talk about whatever she wants to talk about. We're going to talk about her book and her processes and all this kind of stuff, and just we're going to just let her share any kind of knowledge she wants with us, and we're going to get her notepads out.
Yep.
And
take notes for this one.
We're recording, so y'all can get the notepads out. We're recording, like we got like we can go back. We can go back and rewatch as many times as Well, actually, y'all can too, so you don't even have to take notes. Just go back and rewatch it.
Rewatch it a lot of times.
Make sure you hit the like button.
Hit the like button and share, subscribe. It's free.
Yeah, it's free. Doesn't cost you a dime, and it helps small YouTubers like us.
That's right. To continue to bring you quality content.
Okay, heavy hitters, man. Good vibes to you guys. Appreciate y'all being here.
Yeah.
I'm a little drunk right now, but you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now, but you would never know it. I'm a little messed up, or whatever you call it. I had your number saved, and I thought, well, shoot, I might as well call it. You probably still will. What's your name? Yeah, sure, of course you are. See, I don't care. I met a fine girl at the bar. Woman you would ever be. I think her name was Rena. Way too much tequila, was it? Your Serena, but anyway, I'm doing good. Great. Oh, by the way, your favorite babe is gonna be in town, and I'm the whole day get delayed. And I know you gotta take it right up close there to the stage. And you hear about cancellation, just a sip of your Tanqueray. But you ain't asked who's opening up, but we're headlining is what they say. And now we're here standing face to face, screaming, I'm a little drunk right now. You would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now, but you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. You would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. I'm a little insecure and I hate the bore. You already know it. I'm an undiscovered poet, performer with rockstar motives. Let me tell you something that not many people have ever noticed. But I'm scared of being vulnerable. And I'm scared of commitment, but obviously, yeah, whatever. Who is it? I bet if I called you, you'll be right at my spot in about 5 minutes. And you're going to delete this voicemail, God forbid your man think I'm in it. I'll say this to you, you might get offended, but I'm a little drunk right now. But you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now, but you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. I'm a little drunk right now. I know you're doing your best to, but I won't let you forget me. I know you're doing your best to, but I won't let you forget me. I want you to know I can hold myself on my own, but I'm a little drunk right now. I'm a little drunk right now.
Hey, I'm Tommy Kenyon, your tech content creator and digital content pro. With cutting edge AI guidance, I craft segments like interactive audio or video audio sync tutorials and more. I deliver clear step-by-step digital solutions that make your projects shine, practical, fast, and ready to roll. Hire me to bring your tech vision to life. Let's create something epic together.
Shout out to everybody, man.
Yes,
Good
sir.
vibes. This is Guy and Shine. I just now seen this Barber Vibes. Yeah, now there you go. I had an appointment, zero gas money, but had to make this appointment, not knowing how I'd make it back home. Went to the restroom after appointment. There was a $20 bill on the floor. So God bless you. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Barber Vibes.
I'm glad
I like that.
happened.
I
That's
like
good.
that. You put yourself in a spot for that luck to happen for you.
Yes.
Shout out to you. I appreciate you sharing that with us. Shout out to Road Marshal. Thanks, man. Nine Line Apparel. I like the idea of supporting, paying money into a cause that the money is used to, or money's out of it is used to help support our veterans. And
Yes,
I just
sir.
appreciate supporting a veteran owned company and operated. So, but I also like the hat. It's a good, comfortable hat. So shout out to them. It ain't got nothing. More so than anything, it's comfortable because I don't care about if it wasn't comfortable. I'd be like, all right, I'm gonna put it.
It
All right,
brings
cool.
out the color of your eyes too.
And I was looking. I was looking
yeah,
like in
yeah.
a natural light.
Yes.
It really brings a nice glow
It does.
on my cheekbones, and it shows a high cheekbone, and I like that.
Yeah,
I like
and-
that because
and
it
then with
brings
the
a shape
darker-
to your face. I
Yeah.
like that. I
Yeah.
like that.
Very streamlined.
I start seeing how shaping my eyebrows could really help with the contour and the shadow lines around my face.
Oh, no.
I've been really looking into this, guys. I am creating change.
Yeah. One eyebrow at a time.
Hey, guys. Hey, yeah. Don't expect that too quick. I'm a very low maintenance
It's gonna
fella.
be a rollout thing.
Hey, if it goes too far beyond like just ordinary stuff, then it gets like, whoo, this is tough, man. I had to go to the barber and everything today.
Fair enough.
But hey, shout out to everybody being here. We appreciate you, man. This is Guy and Shine. Good vibes to everybody. We were talking about luck this morning, and what a great conversation. Matter of fact, what time is it, Sean? What time? Can you give me a time check, my man?
I can give you a timestamp. We're at 10:38.
10:38. Well, shout out to 10:38.
Yes, sir.
But we were talking about luck this morning, so I'm going to share with everybody what luck says, what it is, what the definition is, and we'll just retouch it a little bit. But
Sure.
right here it is. Yeah. And man, it's one of those times where you're sitting down in the morning and you're like, you start thinking about something like that. And it's like, really, I just don't know if I believe so much in just random. I do believe in random luck. I do. But I also believe you have to place yourself in position
Mm-hmm.
for random luck.
Yeah.
Or, for example, I've heard people say, like, boy, I've been praying that this could happen or that could happen. But prayer without, steps
Yeah.
is just a prayer.
Yeah.
And if you're saying, okay, well, I'm wanting to be this, or I'm wanting to be that, or I'm wanting to do this, or I'm wanting to do that, but you're not doing the things that those people do, then your
Sure.
chances of that luck finding you are a heck of a lot.
Your
a heck of a lot.
probability decreases significantly.
It's
right?
significantly like it's
like the gambling thing, you know what I mean? Like how like
Indeed.
we have a lot of casinos up here, and like people sit and they'll play the whammies, what we call them, or the one arm bandits, right? And you're watching, and you can watch a person like lose their whole paycheck in there, and then like leave and come right back and do it again, and think like that's going to increase your odds. Like I know, like again, like that would be where I'd say chance, right? Like that's a chance if you hit that, but you're not really. Like, I don't know. Yeah, it's a difficult one. Without applied action in the right ways with the right behavior
you're
and
not.
mindset,
Yeah, you're not.
you're not edging your bets. That's for
You're
sure.
not getting. Yeah, you're not giving yourself the opportunity to actually have the luck. Well, I guess if you want to just say, okay, I'm going to sit around and wait for luck to happen, then okay, I get it. Any
Yeah.
luck. If you're just saying any luck.
You sure?
But in my mind, if I'm saying, okay, I would like to get lucky and have the opportunity to do this, this, or this, then I have to first thing I need to do is figure out, well, can I do any of that? Can I accomplish that?
Yeah.
And then I have to start thinking, okay, well, what do successful people that do what I'm trying to do, where do they go hang out?
Right.
What do they do? How do they do
techniques
it?
do they use? Yeah,
What techniques
exactly.
do they use? So it's like,
Yeah.
all right, and then it's like, okay, I learned these things. Okay, well then now I have to figure out, okay, well, where is it that I place myself for the best opportunity for luck
Mm-hmm.
to find me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could just be at the house and wait on it, and maybe randomly somebody will knock on the door, and
Maybe.
maybe,
Maybe.
but maybe I could be out town milling around, going and just seeing where people are, and that luck has a little better chance.
Yeah,
of
that maybe goes to a probably. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's the step.
In
And then,
in sales, they'll teach you
Yeah.
that every no, you're that much closer to a
To a
yes.
yes.
You
That's
have to
right.
just keep going through those no's
It's a
until you
numbers
get to that
game,
yes.
yep.
It's a numbers game. There's no now in sales. You'll say, "Hey man, I got lucky. I went in. I thought I was going to sell one policy, and I sold 4."
Mhm.
Well, that wasn't okay.
Look.
Yeah, you did get to sell those other 3, but you put yourself in the right position
Yeah.
to get that.
You had to open the door, right?
If you
Like,
hadn't have went and
walk through
knocked
it.
on that door the first, so, you know what I'm saying? It
I
makes
do.
me question, like, well, what? Just how how lucky is luck? Like,
I don't know. I don't
you
know.
know?
Yeah, I don't know how lucky it is. I know the more, like what you just said, the more I've inserted myself into where I want to be, it seems
The better
to be the
chances.
luckier I have been.
It's-
If you want to go that way.
If you want to say it's luck, then it's like okay,
Sure.
but I also
But it was
put
a
some effort-
random chance. I can guarantee you that. Most,
Right.
Except for that
Right.
50. I stand by
Right.
that 50.
Like stands to reason, like you put yourself in position so you can have a little better chance maybe. But then I don't know if it's luck. You put yourself in the right spot.
And this sounds more like
You know?
creating an opportunity. You know what I mean?
You
for
made an
yourself.
opportunity for yourself, created that chance for an opportunity
There
for
you
yourself.
go.
But Sadia's Kitchen Tales and Tips, we see you. Katita Marie.
Okay.
Nice to see you. Good
Nice to
vibes
see
to
you.
you, our friend. Appreciate you being here. I thank you very much. Our new friend, thank you. Appreciate everybody being here. This is Guy and Shine. Good vibes to you. We're going to have Miss Boogie Time on here in about 15 minutes. Going to be talking about her book, and we're going to be digging into her processes and just what she's about. It's whatever. We're going to let Miss Boogie Time's a friend of Guy and Shine, so it's going to be pretty relaxed, pretty chill. And we're just going to see what she has to say about everything and just push her up. And
She's
let her...
written a book, okay?
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Like,
Come on, man.
it's like,
I mean, it's like...
last
dang,
time you were only writing songs, and that
Yeah.
was about a month ago.
Yeah,
Now you're writing books.
now we got books, man. Like I was,
Yeah. When do you sleep? That's my first question. Do you sleep?
yeah. Yeah, and you talk about cup runneth over. I just like a couple little drips out of it. Just a little drip or two.
Maybe
That's
our
all.
luck's about to change, guy.
Yeah, man. Hey. Yeah. Hey.
Sing.
Yeah, man. Yeah. But I swear, man, she's hey,
she's
a
great,
woman
man.
of many talents, man. So
Yep,
shout out to you,
absolutely.
Miss Boogie Time. Proud to be a part of your little journey, and we can't wait to have you on and find out more about this journey too. But shout out to you, oh so ravishing. I see you there in the house, and Katita Marie. See you there in the house. Thanks for coming by. Good vibes to everybody.
Absolutely.
We appreciate all of you. How about we share one of your songs out for?
Sure.
We got enough time to share one of yours, and I'm gonna do "Silly Girl."
Sure.
Shout out to everybody in the house. Appreciate every one of you. We're gonna be having Miss Boogie Time come up here in just another 15 minutes.
Yep.
15 minutes or so. But shout out to you. This is Guy and Shine, 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Good vibes only, always. Hit that like button for you fellas.
Double tap that screen.
Double tap that screen. Shout out to Chris the Flash. Appreciate you, brother. Shout out to you, Shine Dig. This is Brother Shine with his song called Silly Girl. You can find it at Shine Dig. You can find other music as well. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate you guys.
Appreciate you.
It's for you, sweetie. All right. Where did you come from, silly girl? I know I just met you, but I can't seem to get you out of my head, out of my head. song was playing and you were shaking your hips with little invitation. We were locking lips and know that I'll never forget you. No matter how hard I try, I can't even find a pen so I can see you again. You gave me your poison and I breathed you in, and just like my favorite things, you disappear in the end. The end. And as the band was winding down, I couldn't seem to find you in the crowd of faces. Then out of nowhere, you appear without one question. Yeah, we disappeared and know that I'll never forget you. No matter how hard I try, can't even find the words to tell you how much you blew my mind. Gave me your poison and I breathed it in, but just like my favorite things, you disappear in the end. The end. The end. It's just the beginning. Well, you know I won't forget you, no matter how hard I try. I can't even find a pen so I could see you again. Give me your poison and I breathed you in, but just like my favorite things, you disappear. Yeah. The end. The end. The end.
All right.
Yes,
Good
sir.
morning. Good vibes, everybody. Appreciate everybody in the house. I see Elevated Einstein, Satita Marie, Gen X Effect, Brother William, also Ravishing, Miss Barbara Vibes. Thank you for being here, Sadia's Kitchen. Miss Renee, Blissfully Renee, I see you there. Howdy to you. Abby Normal Scratchers, howdy. Good morning, everybody. Miss Luciana, appreciate you. Sell Whiskey Dream, thanks for being here. Hi, Mom. Hi, Missy. I see you guys. Good
Morning.
morning. Don't believe in luck. So I
No.
thank God for all good fortune. Okay, Mom, I can get down with that. Maybe that's why my thoughts are the way they are. Magic of Healing Jimena. Thank you very much. Appreciate you being here.
Yes,
Good morning to you.
absolutely.
Homestead Made Easy. Appreciate you. Destined to Recover. Howdy. I see you now. I missed a couple. Good morning to everybody. See y'all. Hey, appreciate everybody being here. Thank you guys. This is Guy and Shine Fishy Things. I see you, brother. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Yeah,
Good morning, everybody. We're going to be having Miss Boogie Time on here in about 8 minutes and counting. We appreciate her offering to come on and let us just ask her some questions and just get to meet, let her, if you don't know her already, get to introduce herself to you. If you do, then get to learn something else, because I promise you that this is a young woman that if you get to speak to her every time, you're going to learn something probably new about her. That you're going to be like, whoa, okay. Well, let me go ahead and add that to the list of like, okay. So shout out to her, and she works hard. She's got she
Very
doesn't
hard.
just this is I just appreciate her. So shout out to you. We're looking forward to having you. Miss Boogie Time, always. Shout out to everybody in the house. We appreciate you guys. Shout out to Big Jack, Story Time, who has been just an outstanding friend of Guy and Shine, been an outstanding friend of At Shine Dig, been an outstanding friend of Creating Change, and luckily a new friend of mine, and I just appreciate you, brother. So shout out to you. If you like to play music or anything like that, he hosts a Weeby Jammin'. It's very fun, very relaxed, very chill. He makes it very comfortable for you. Sean and I were honored to be a part of the first crew of people with Double Roses Twins, as well as Heavy Hitters Band. It was fun. It was just really cool, and he makes everything just really comfortable. So shout out to you, Big Jack. We appreciate what you do for the community, and we appreciate your friendship here. So thank you very much, sir.
Get ready to groove to the rhythm of excitement as We Be Jammin' Live takes you on a thrilling musical adventure. With a spin of the wheel, our talented musicians spin into action, bringing you an unforgettable experience of music, energy, and entertainment. From classic hits to modern tunes, our talented artists will have you singing along and dancing to the beat. So, sit back, relax, and let the music take you on a wild ride. Do you have what it takes to be one of the 5 to be on the next We Be Jammin' Live?
Hey, I'm Tommy Kenyon, your tech content creator and digital content pro. With cutting edge AI guidance, I craft segments like interactive audio or video audio sync tutorials and more. I deliver clear step-by-step digital solutions that make your projects shine, practical, fast, and ready to roll. Hire me to bring your tech vision to life. Let's create something epic together.
Yeah, so shout out to Brother Tommy for his help with Guy and Shine and being a part of the crew here and coming in and offering assistance and helping when necessary, and also doing his keeping it real and his own channel over there. But he also comes on and shares media stuff with us, and just any kind of knowledge that he can share, he does. So I encourage anybody who hasn't been over to see Tommy Kenyon at Keeping It Real, go check him out. Great dude, and just an awesome part of the community. So thank you, Tommy, for your friendship, and thank you for your help with Guy and Shine, and also creating change in Shine Dig. So we just thank you. Thank you for being here with us, and we appreciate your friendship, brother. Like I've always said, man, he's like that one of them first, like I think he was legitimately my first real subscriber, other than my wife, my kid, and my best friend. I don't know that 1,000% there. I'm sure there's a way to figure it out, but I know he was within the first 10, for sure. The first 10, I think he was within the first 5, to be honest with you. I think he was number 4 or number 5. I'm not 100%. he might would know 100% exactly where he fell into, but it was right there, man. So like back first started my page, like one video or maybe two videos up on my page at the time. So shout out to you, Tommy.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate you, man. Thank you for being a part of my journey. Appreciate you, man. So shout out to everybody. We're gonna have Miss Boogie Time on. We got about 3 minutes and counting, and when she's able to, we're not holding her
Yeah.
feet to the fire like that. But I'm just
No.
saying, at around 11, we're gonna have Miss Boogie Time. Whenever she's ready, we're gonna be having her on. Hey, look,
Oh,
look,
yeah, look at that.
look,
Look
look,
at that.
look.
Look at that.
Hey, she's on time too. Hey, she's punctual. She's
Exactly.
punctual. Yeah, she's very punctual. So we've got about 3 minutes, Miss Boogie Time. We're gonna play one more little song and shout out the Heavy Hitters Band again, and then you'll be coming up with us. Cool. Cool. All right. We'll see you here in just a few minutes.
Awesome.
Shout out Miss Boogie Time. We'll be talking to her as soon as Heavy Hitters get done jamming us out here for a few minutes. So shout out to everybody. Good vibes and good morning.
Goodbye.
I'm a little drunk right now, but you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now, but you would never know it. I'm a little messed up, or whatever you call it. I had your number saved and I thought, well, shoot, I might as well call it. You probably still with what's your name? Yeah, sure, of course you are. See, I don't care. I met a fine girl at the bar. More than you will ever be. I think her name was Rena. Way too much tequila. Was it Judy or Serena? But anyway, I'm doing good. Great. Oh, by the way, your favorite band is gonna be in town, and I'm the whole day is delayed. And I know you gotta take it right up close there to the stage. And you hear about cancellation. Just a city or Tanqueray. But you ain't asked who's opening up. But we're headlining is what they say. And now we're here standing face to face, screaming, I'm a little drunk right now. You would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now, but you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. You would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. I'm a little insecure and I hate the bore. You already know it. I'm an undiscovered poet, performer with rockstar motives. Let me tell you something that not many people have ever noticed. But I'm scared of being vulnerable. And I'm scared of commitment, but obviously, yeah, whatever. Who is it? I bet if I called you, you'll be right at my spot in about 5 minutes. And you're going to delete this voicemail, God forbid your man think I'm in it. I'll say this slowly, do not get offended, but I'm a little drunk right now. But you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now, but you would never know it. I'm a little drunk right now. I'm a little drunk right now. I know you're doing your best to, but I won't let you forget me. I know you're doing your best to, but I won't let you forget me. I want you to know I can love myself on my own, but I'm a little drunk right now.
All right. Good morning.
Good morning.
What is happening?
I was just
Love
sitting back
it.
here thinking it's like having an old friend on now. It's like, hey, you know, what's up? What's up?
How are you guys? I'm good.
Yeah,
We're doing good. We're doing really good. Yeah, we're good to have you here. Just
Yeah,
want
yeah.
to learn some more stuff from you.
Yeah.
Yes.
I guess to start the conversation, I just do have to say from a personal standpoint that you're doing outstanding. Your channel's looking good. Everything's looking good. And I have to ask, How's it? How's the apartment going? Are you enjoying your spot?
Cozy. I just walk
Yeah.
around and chill,
Yeah,
listen to my
yeah.
music, everything, loving it.
Yeah,
Love it.
yeah, yeah. Hey, I know what you mean, man. It's like, when like, I mean, I have no problem living with my parents if I have to, but
Right.
I can tell you, like, they're still at the point, like, it's like mom's rules and dad's rules. Like, it's like, so it's like, if you want to have your own rules, go get your own space, and then you
Yeah.
can
Right.
have your own rules, and
Fair.
you can have your own space. So, shout out to you. Appreciate
Congratulations.
you. Well, Miss Boogie Time, you got some exciting stuff going on. Got a book, and you got music, and you got a YouTube channel, and you got a job. So, I mean, I don't want you to keep going through the rest of the list because we don't have time for all that. So we'll just go with the book for this moment. But yeah. But shout out to you. Tell us about it. Go ahead. You know how to do this. Go ahead.
Thank
Take off.
Okay, well, yeah, I just released my latest book, Her Psalms. I actually have it here. This is the
Yep.
proof copy, but
Wow, that
yeah,
looks amazing.
Cool.
It
yeah,
looks amazing.
it's my baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah.
Um,
Wow.
yeah, I wrote it last year. Took me about a few months
Yeah.
to complete because once I get on a roll with writing poetry, it comes naturally. But I didn't want to rush this, book.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Some people think 2 months is not that long, but like when I'm on a roll, I can really keep
Yeah.
going. But I wanted to really let it be thoughtful, true prayers, and like it really was a journey I was going through. A
Hmm.
lot of things happened within that few month time frame. But
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
It kind of changes the story, don't it?
yeah,
You know, it
literally, yeah, it's
like,
like
man, I got to have another chapter now.
right, we need a part
like,
two.
Part two, exactly. Yeah.
yeah,
Series.
like I know one of my biggest questions to you, which I concur with you about the writing side, like with songs. It seems like you'll write, like, I'll go for a month or two where it's like they just, like, it'll be like boom, they come and it's like boom. And then I'll go for a long stretch where it's a work. It's like, okay, I'll write this line down and I wait a couple weeks and then I'll get another line that comes that works for it. It's
Yeah.
odd the way that works. But my question to you is, I have tried a couple different times to sit down and call what you call start taking true notes on writing a book, like trying to write, start at like a conceivable point when I could remember, like I guess you would call it like a life journey up to this point or whatever. I don't know how you would explain that, but like starting at a spot where I'm not going by memories other people told me about that I remember, but from an age where I truly remember every single detail of what I'm talking about. My
Yeah,
biggest trouble has been finding organization in it, is finding a way to be able to stop, because I'm back, like I go back, I'll keep going back,
yeah.
and it's like I keep worrying about these little details that I don't think really even matter, but I
Mhm.
get stuck on it, and it's like and then I find myself like I'm still at age 11 or 12, and it's like, man, I'll never get this thing wrote, dude.
You'll have it done by 100.
Yeah, like at this point, they better come out with some medicine that preserves us for another while, because
I think we've all taken enough preservatives. We should live to an
like,
easy 250.
it better work. It better work, because it's gonna be a while, you know. But that has been, and I guess my question to you has been, how have you been able to keep yourself organized in a manner to where you could actually complete it and be satisfied with the details that you have in?
Okay, well, honestly, I do a lot of things with what is my other phone, Wi phone. I jot
Okay.
a lot of things down.
Okay.
That note section of your book is everything.
Right.
And I think what's helped me with keeping it organized is, I mean, I have had outside help as far as an editor before, and things of that nature. But honestly, just trusting your ability, I think, is most important.
Mm.
Don't overthink it,
Right. Right.
and taking notes and just saying, hey, I'm gonna, because that's a big reason why I have the Winging It with Positivity podcast, because I overthink things a lot.
Right.
But then I
Right.
read all different authors, and they all have a different way and a different spin. So trust your ability and your voice. Like, we know we love God, we love shine. So tell it and let it flow, and really don't overthink that it has to be a particular way. Because just when I'm reading another person's book and I'm thinking, oh, they did it like this, they'll switch something up. So I'm like, I still don't know what's going on. So just go for it, pretty much, and trust
Nice.
yourself. And a thing I will add to that is, if you're a person that never really wrote before, and you're like completely lost with it, but you have a story to tell, someone reached out to me about that had that similar situation, and I was going to be a ghostwriter for someone a couple years back, but
And
things fell.
what exactly does and just clarify the terminology,
I'm sorry.
ghostwriter?
Yeah, so ghostwriter, basically, I would write the book for someone, but it would be as though they wrote it. They would pay you to write it for them,
Okay.
and but
So
they
you're
wouldn't get all
taking their
credit.
notes. You're taking their notes or their jot downs and then trying to make sense out of it.
Exactly. Yep. And
Okay.
and one of the ways you can do that, one of the ways that I know was taught, was interviewing them.
Yeah.
So you can interview them and get a transcript.
Right.
But what I was telling the person that reached out to me was, I said to her, why don't you interview yourself, or have someone really comfortable with interview you, and that will essentially write your book. Especially if you're doing like a memoir or even an autobiography.
That's important.
Yeah.
That's important because I tried to do, I got one of those little things like the memo things you can talk into, old school style, right?
Yeah.
Well, I got one of those things, and I did that a couple times. I did it, like I'd be out this before YouTube, before anything, just like out walking around. Okay, I would do well. Like I would do well for the first 5-10 minutes. But then for me, I'm that dude that if you don't reel me in, then I wind up rambling, and then I listen back to it, and I'm like, dude, by the time you got done, I'm like, what was I talking about?
Never.
Like,
I've never seen you do this.
I'm like, so I feel like that I need that like you're saying with the interview style, like the right person to keep me, because I'll veer, and I don't do it. I don't do it and mean to do it. I just do it trying to explain myself. It's like, okay, now I got to tell this part of the story to get it to make sense why that I did this part of the story, and then I wind up 15 years stuck, man. It just you know what I mean. So it's like, for different strokes for different folks, I guess. Some could just sit down and type it out and be good with that. For me, it'll never work because I just don't have that ability, and my mind don't work that way. But I like that interview style you're talking about, where you could sit and have someone that is able to say, you need lead-in questions that bring you back to where you were at in a purposeful way, to keep you on track. Because, man, my stories get long, as y'all know. I think when I was a salesman, I think the reason why people bought stuff from me sometimes was not because I was pushy or anything. It was like, maybe he'll leave.
Maybe he'll leave.
It's like, does he realize that we really didn't mean that you could stay for dinner? And does he I don't know.
It's the small cues. It's the subtle cues.
Does he know he really wasn't invited to family reunion? Does he know he really wasn't?
But it would help big time with a template for your outline, right? If you had that interview thing, and then you can build off of it. But at least now you've got an outline, and now let's piece it together, right?
Yeah.
This is not the first book you've wrote, right?
No, this is my. And you would think this, I had a couple interviews now. You would think I would know off the top of my head.
That's amazing that you don't know how many books.
Okay, what's really getting ready to sting? I'm gonna just say this before she stings us with this, or stings me with this. She's probably getting to say a number of books she's wrote that's more than the number of books I've read. So it's like I'm just waiting for this sting.
Who wants action on this bet?
I'm not telling you the number of books I've read, by the way. I'm just gonna. Maybe you'll be able to tell by my reaction as to whether it's more or less. Because I'm just waiting.
More than this.
But how many
magazines don't count in this Boogie Time. Magazines don't count as books.
Smokes. 5.
How
She
many?
wrote 5. Guy,
Fifth,
what's
yep.
the number?
Okay, well, I've read 6, so
So-
So you
hey,
made it.
yes, I'm above the fray, man. I'm above the fray. Shout
I
out
don't
to the
think those
public
I
school
don't think
system.
those weird Where's Waldo books count though.
That's what I'm saying. Magazine articles and like guns and ammo magazines don't count. It's like,
Hey.
dang it, man. Dang, man. I'm trying. Like you would think like 10 magazine articles read should count as like a book.
Maybe. I mean, some
Because then
parts.
my number would
Some
be way
parts.
up there. Like I'd be like, hey, you know.
No.
But hey, I mean, really, that's phenomenal. Because that's a lot of work.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. It really is.
Well,
And
that brings a question. It's like you must be very effective with your time management.
oh god,
Like you work, you do 2 shows, right? Like 2 different shows are you doing right now, or 2 channels, I guess.
Yeah, well, I have 2 channels, and we have Love Talk on Sundays, and I
Yeah.
do my content throughout the week as I
So
can. Yeah.
how do you keep yourself that effective?
You honestly, I wish I had like a really good like answer for that. I think once I'm like passionate about something, I'm gonna
Mhm.
just get it done.
Nice.
You know, like it's kind of all I really see. Like, you know, it's just like I'm gonna make the time for it. Like
Cool.
it just ends
well,
up.
and you can see from the outside looking in that you love what you're doing,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
probably why you're able to keep consistency and just keep calm about the process because it is a process. And I've said it a lot of times since I've started this journey and learned a few things. Is like you can have the best product in the world, but if you don't go out and show it to people and introduce it to people, all it is a product. It's not the best product in the world because in order to be the best product in the world has to know about it.
Yeah.
So, seeing you just keep going, stay calm, keep growing, keep doing your thing because the process does work.
Yeah.
The process does work if you just stay true to what you're doing and stay true to the fact that change is necessary. Like,
Mhm.
okay, this isn't working. All right, I'll try this angle.
Yeah.
Okay, this isn't working. I'll try this angle because I still love what I'm doing. I'm
Yeah.
still being me. I'm just changing with the flow. I'm going with what I need to do to figure out where my comfort spot is. And that goes for a job. That goes for YouTube. That goes for anything that you're doing. You have to just keep kind of keep going, even if you're unhappy, because happiness might be just around that other little corner
Yeah.
that you've been struggling with. My wife, I speak of her often. Courtney, she worked on the floor as a CNA for over 20 years. Started at 14, going out and working in the summertime at the nursing home her mother worked at. And then when she graduated high school, went directly into that same job and then worked full time. And I seen her struggle. I seen her 9 months pregnant, 8.5 months pregnant, still working on the
That's it.
floor
Wow.
and, putting her time in and putting her effort in. And I also seen that through her efforts and through her hard work and her outstanding stellar work record, she finally landed a job that I feel is worthy of her time and worthy of her getting to sit down behind a desk for a little while and worthy of that that level because you earned that right.
she's
And I
invested,
seen
though.
those
Yeah,
mornings that
yeah.
she didn't feel like going to work. I seen those times when people would die that she took care of that was like family to her, that she cried. She knew them since she was 14. She went out there and started working at 14. So some of these people that she wound up taking care of till their deathbed found them, she was with them from a young girl, a young lady.
Mhm.
And I always just push up, just keeping on staying true to what you like doing. You like doing this, and you just keep on doing it and change when you need to. But change that's your comfortable change,
Yeah.
not someone else's comfortable
Yeah,
change.
that's an important
Your
point.
comfortable change, because for me, I've shared this before about you. You shared with me one time, a long time ago, about how you did your banners. Because I made a comment about your banner. You had a cool banner. I was like, that's cool. Like, I'd never really paid attention. Like, okay, I see, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, at the time, you told me, and it was cool that you told me, but I knew. that like I can't do that. I'm not ready to do that yet. Like I barely know how to use this device that I'm using. Like you're lucky that there's a YouTube video on. So it's like at this point,
Great.
it's lucky there's a banner period of any type, like writing on it. So much less, but you know, it's those times where, like for myself, I could have pushed myself out of being a part of this journey or doing this just by saying, well, I can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But I can do this. I can do this little thing right now. And then I can do this little thing right now. And by the time you add those little tiny things up, then they get up to those big steps that you look for. So it's been a cool ride watching your journey, watching Shine's journey, watching my own journey, watching others' journey. Because you've grew.
Thank you.
Like you have grew not only on a numbers level, but just by your comfort level.
So
You mentioned that in my last comment I got from you. You mentioned that. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
So now that you've like, let's say hypothetically, you actually end up writing your book, right? Like here on our side, you've done it. What do you do? Like, how do you get it like made into a book?
Excuse me, sorry.
Well, first you want, of course, I usually type through Microsoft Word, type up the book and everything. I didn't for all of my books, but I have sometimes hired someone to like format it so it looks really nice. That was something I had to learn and grow with, and even went back and updated the file. So you know, maybe hire someone to format it, like after you type it out and stuff. Get an editor if you feel necessary, because not every book, in my opinion, needs an editor. Certain things can be just used with a regular software and just your own way of talking. Sometimes certain editors could change too much of your voice, and I don't like that. But and after that, there are a couple different sites that you can self-publish through. The ones that I'm aware of and that I've utilized is Kindle Direct Publishing. So that's like Amazon, that gets your book on Amazon. And that gets you, they even have hardcovers now. You can get it ebook, print, paperback.
You know, I'd have to have me. If I did one, I'm gonna have to have me one of them anyway. I wrote me a book. Every time you see me on here, I'll be like, yeah, I got a book I wrote. You'd be like, dude, I'm sick of seeing that book, man. Like,
and it's a hardcover.
That would be my thumbnail. Would be my book. Forever. No shame in my game at all.
Show me the page. Is that just a cover? Is that just a cover? Are there any words inside?
No. Hey, it's a book with one chapter.
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
You can also utilize Barnes and Noble Press. And that service will allow your book to be on Barnes and Noble's website.
Well, and I've also heard that the process has gotten simpler.
That's honestly, really, guys. The hardest part is writing the book.
Doing it, just doing it.
You know, So like, if that's any anxiety for anybody, the self-publishing part, you could not worry about that part. Just get the book done.
Well, see, that kind of motivates me, because I got to thinking like, okay, I go through all this work to like try to write a book or try to force myself. I don't want to say force. I don't force myself, but I mean just like focus in on this, and then I get done, and then the real work begins. Like, oh God, now I got to find an editor, got to do this, got to do that, find a publishing. So to hear that process is simplified. Man, that sure does. That sure does relax you. Like, okay, so basically, you're just saying, all right, guys, look, you focus in on the book, and then the rest of it is kind of like plug and play. And
it's like putting a song together. It kind of sounds like to me. You know what I mean? Like in my brain, how I process it, it's like, okay, well, I'm starting here, and then I'm gonna add this to it, and I got to put a melody and a verse, and then the lyrics. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, that's how my brain works. So I hear what you said. I'm like, just do it like you do a song.
Exactly. It's not really complicated. And of course, too, you want to be safe. So copyright. That's another thing. I don't know if you guys were gonna ask that, but That's
Please, please.
Actually,
share,
yes, please inform us on this. It's come up a
Professor
few times.
Boogie, please.
Yeah, take the floor.
Please, please. If you had a mute button, I would encourage you to just mute me. To be honest with you, but I'm not muting me. I'm not doing it. I'm not
so
doing it.
before you actually go to the publish on Amazon or whichever self-publishing service you use, copyright and copyright through the Library of Congress.
Okay.
There it will be. They have different categories. If I remember offhand, it's under it'll say like performing arts or literature, things like that. You go to that category. You upload the title of your book. Jot it. It's not very difficult either. You just want to make sure you're clicking the right thing. I actually might do at some point a stream because I think there are a lot of people in our community that want to be authors.
Yeah.
So at some point I'll figure out a way to help guide people in that process. But definitely want to copyright through Library of Congress so you're official. I have heard of the poor man's copyright, and I ain't gonna lie and say I haven't done it.
I'm still doing it.
Right.
I'm still doing it. Mailing it to myself, and I got like stacks of envelopes. Like I don't know if this is gonna hold up. We'll see.
Better than nothing.
Right, and there's a lot of research on it because some people I've even read some sites that say the moment you've done it, it's yours. You own that copyright. But I just always be safe and go there and get you go through that process, pay the fee. It's like $85 right now.
Okay.
But get that done, and you'll even in the coming weeks you'll actually get actual certificate saying like you're official. And but I would just do that process, and then you can go on to publishing.
And
that's awesome.
So then you get it published, and it's on whichever one of these publishers you've picked.
Right.
Can you generate a revenue from that?
Oh yeah. So you'll when you go to do the process of uploading the book, writing in the title, adding the category that it is, I look at it as entering steps like you would if you're uploading a YouTube video.
There you go.
So
now
you're speaking my language.
Let me talk about YouTube family. Yeah, so you go in there and you put your title in, add your tags, your category, things like that nature. Upload the actual file, which in our YouTube world will be the video, but there will be the book.
See, I know what files are now too.
Upload the cover, the thumbnail.
I know what that is too.
Good.
It's definitely not, and it's pretty much the same for Barnes and Noble process as well. It's not. Again, I can't stress enough. Just write the book.
Man, that sure does make it a lot less scary. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I'm just gonna ask this question: will they produce any book? Like you could write about I don't know anything. Or do they proof it and then they say, yeah, we're going to take this, or no, we're not going to deal with this?
I think they're pretty flexible because I've seen a lot of different titles.
Okay. All right, cool.
At least on Amazon,
So the Flying Mantini may be acceptable.
Right. That's encouraging. That's encouraging news.
That's good to know because I've been working on that title.
And you'll be excited to know that your story of the heart-shaped tubs will work as well, Sean.
Oh, that's such a relief. There's so many hours I put in those
I
tubs.
can tell you that I probably don't want nothing to do with that book, but there probably will be somebody that does.
I bet he has the first copy because I'm sending it to him.
I've already got it. I ain't lying. I've already got it.
It's mostly a picture book.
It's mostly a
with some
picture book.
references.
But I read it all.
Yeah. Oh. I ain't even got to the end of it
yet. I know. That's the sickening part. But no, that these processes, because I know that back 15 years ago, 20 years ago, even longer than that, the process for getting copyrights, the process for all this, was mail this in, get this form, then get this form, then fill this form out, then mail it back in, and all that. It was not plug and play like you're speaking about, where you can just do your thing through the computer or whatever, do your stuff, send it in. It wasn't that simple.
Oh no,
just
No,
25
no,
years
no,
ago.
no,
It just
no,
wasn't.
listen,
So,
no.
Yeah.
that's
Even
awesome.
even about, I would say even about 13 years ago it wasn't, because back when I was in high school, I wrote music, and we were working with this gentleman who produced beats and stuff, but we were still in high
Yeah.
school. So, my family was urging me to protect myself and do
Yeah.
copyrights then.
Yeah.
Right.
But back then, yeah, it wasn't so computerized, and it was like
Yeah.
we mailed in some lyric sheets and stuff like that. And I think I even had an issue where I had to do it later down the line. But like, yeah, it's not like how it is
It's
now, where you could
yeah.
upload files and stuff like that. Not
Yeah.
even,
That's
yeah.
cool.
And
That's
how
really
long is your
cool.
copyright good for? Because I remember hearing like for years it was only good for 25. Like,
Really?
yeah, I don't know if that's true because, like, I've heard of a lot of musicians and stuff. Like, Tom Petty was one of them, right? Where he had like tons of big songs, but something happened like right before he died, and he lost the copyrights, and then they sold them to somebody else. So yeah, there was bizarre stuff like that. But maybe it's 25 years after the artist is dead. I'm gonna figure that out.
That's a good
I
question. I'm gonna look into that too.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know that, like,
I'm thinking now, like some of that stuff's coming up around that time frame. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
the public domain songs, I know it falls under the rule of after 95 years.
it's
You know,
95
100
years.
years. 100 years, you're safe. Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
that's why that I don't mind to do like old church hymnals or anything like that I know, because I know for a fact, like, it's old enough that the copyright is way past, because as long as it's past 100 years, you're
Huh.
100% allowed to do that song. So, like,
You
any
could,
of our, favorite artists, like our favorite hymns or anything like that from way, way old timey stuff, then you're okay to do it because it's old enough that it's well past the years of, like, the copyright thing. But as far as the other
Huh.
stuff, it gets so gray and
It's
confusing.
murky. It's murky,
After
man.
it's
Yeah.
like you read it, I've went and read it, and it's like, okay, I still don't quite get
No.
exactly how to protect my channel, or like how to protect, like, to keep all this, like, it's still a gray area for me. I understand some of it, but then there's some of it that it leaves the question enough that you're like, well, I still don't know 100% if I'm good to do this or not. I feel I should be able to, but then you do it and you get a strike against you, or you get some, and it's like, I don't want to do that. So it just leaves questions for me with some of
Yeah,
it.
it's
And
confusing because, like, when you're talking about monetization, I've heard people say, well, you can do whatever, but when you become monetized, then you can't use
it
any of that
changes.
stuff. I'm
Yeah.
like, well, then how would you become monetized if you're using all copyrighted stuff?
right.
So then they're like, we'll go back and remove the copyrighted stuff. I'm like, well, then would that not then reduce your hours and then not
Right.
like,
It
Yeah.
does.
I had that same question. Yeah.
It
you
does.
know?
It's
So it's
like,
like, what? And it's like,
know,
why do you
Right.
now,
say it's copyright but no strike, nothing against your site,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
I
I
have.
don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's weird.
I haven't got my chance to sit down face to face with a fellow YouTuber that does music stuff and be able to just be like, okay, you see how this is on my page and it says this? Did you ever have this? And them say, yeah. And then I say, okay, well, what happened after you got monetized? What did you have to do to make sure everything was right? I've never had that personal interaction to be like, oh, okay, well, this is what you have to do, or this is
Yeah.
what you should do.
Yeah.
Somebody
It's
said,
always been, I heard this,
yeah,
or I
Yeah.
heard that,
yeah.
or
Mhm.
I heard this, or
I
something. And
wonder
it's
how
like,
you could,
I heard a
like,
lot of things too. And
yeah. Can
Right.
you write like
You know.
YouTube directly and be like, what is the skinny on this? Like, would
I
somebody?
did write Elon, but he never wrote me back. Just saying.
He writes
I'm
me
just
all
saying.
the time on
Yeah.
X. I mean,
You know. You know.
You know what? You probably it might have to be some type of way you can, and hopefully they'll
Yeah.
give us a clear answer though, and don't tell us to read the guidelines.
That's
the
Because then we still won't-
guidelines. I've read them guidelines of seeing square, and they still don't make sense. You know,
Right.
like,
It still is
what?
not clear.
One
It's still
line
not clear.
contradicts the next line. You're like, this makes no sense. And then when you go to the law, it says, as long as you're doing, like, legally, right? It
Mhm.
says as long as you're taking it and it's you're putting your spin on it, you're adding context is the word that they use.
Yeah.
So that could be anything, right? It's like if I change some of the lyrics, if I play it in a different timing, then it says you're okay. But then underneath of that, it says something that completely contradicts the first thing. So you're like, Oh, here we go again.
Yeah.
So,
But
Yeah,
that is
it's a lot.
something that I'm gonna, if I have to, I'll go speak to a friend of mine that is an attorney,
Okay.
and I will at
that's a
least
good idea.
have a few minutes sit down and be like, hey, look, I seriously want to understand, because if you're gonna have a music channel,
Mm.
or if you're gonna have stuff where you share people's music or you allow them to share themselves in their music, then I just want to know. Like, I want to just know
Yep.
100% that, okay, any question comes up about this, no, I know for a fact that that I've asked the right questions and went to the right person. And I'll be honest with you, I'm the kind of dude that even if it costs me a couple $100, it's worth a couple $100
It's better
to
to
argue
know.
the point with
Yep.
someone that says otherwise. Be like, no, I paid for this information, bro.
Yeah.
I know that
Best money
you
ever
know what I'm
spent was on
saying?
a
Like,
lawyer. I'll tell you
yeah,
that.
because it's like,
Yeah.
I'm going to speak to the horse's
Your
mouth,
problem
even if
now.
it costs a couple bucks, because
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
like, because you hear all kinds of things. Everybody has a different story about what is real and what isn't, and
Oh
that's
my God.
cool.
It's-
That's
Yeah.
cool, but it doesn't give me a solid. This is what I should do.
Well, there's
This is what I
YouTube
shouldn't do."
channels making like loads of money just giving you misinformation.
Oh,
You know what I
that's
mean?
indeed.
There's
That's
like two
indeed
guys,
true.
and I won't name them, and they're always stacked. And it'll be like, "You want to get 100,000 subscribers? Watch this for the
Yeah,
next
it's
3 minutes." And then you watch the guy
Right.
below him. Like, you want to get
Yeah.
100,000? He says the exact
Oh
opposite
man,
of the guy above.
dude! If you want to get
I was like,
100,000 subscribers, go see 200,000 people and put out a bunch of videos. And
That's
you'll get
it.
there, man.
Keep
Get
it.
You'll get
monetized
there.
in a week. That's
Yeah.
another.
yeah,
Oh
oh
yeah,
yeah,
I love
oh
that.
yeah,
The
yeah.
slushy
That
cups. The slushy
yeah,
cups. Just
yeah.
bring
You just
$1,000 and send them to children. What?
yeah, yeah.
What? In what
And
world
don't
is that okay?
we
Look,
just we just put the best video
Yeah.
out and wait, and that'll be
Yeah,
fine.
just we're gonna
You'll
hit
be
her on
fine.
one. We're gonna hit her on
Yeah.
one.
And it's like, come on,
Yeah.
guys, we all have figured it out now. That especially us, for
Mhm.
myself, a new YouTuber. Obviously, you have to live and learn.
Yeah.
But that was something that I figured out. Like, okay, now in order for me to actually stay consistent, I've got to be doing something that I enjoy and something I believe in, something that's worthy of my time, whether one person or 1 million hears what I say or doesn't. It's got to ultimately come back to this guy buy into it. And you can go and try to copy somebody else's methods, somebody else's way. Yeah, there's going to be some technical things that might help you along the way, but the truth of the matter is, it's going to come down to your content, guys. It's going to
Yeah.
come down to your
Yep.
content. And
Keep
if
it
something's not
authentic.
working for you, don't get down on yourself about it's you or that
No.
it's about. No, look at your delivery.
Try
Look at
something
what you're
different.
talking about. Try something a little bit different. Maybe
Yeah.
start at the end of this is a great little thing that I have kindly picked up on is starting at the end of my story. Giving a 30-second ending to the story and then back up to the beginning and tell it. So that but don't give the last of the detail, just give enough of the end of the detail to pique curiosity for at the beginning of the story.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadow a little
Yeah.
bit, and people could just start doing that to change themselves up, because
Yeah.
it may not be your content, it may just be the
The
delivery of the
your
content,
timing. It could be a few things.
things things
Yeah.
like that. So it's like, for me to go into like, exactly, well, you do this and this and this is going to get you successful. I know better than that. Nobody has it pinpointed.
But you did have
Nobody
me
has
fooled
it.
for about a year and a half, and
Yeah,
you
it's
slowed
like-
me down. So I'm
it's
not
like-
happy with you about that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. I did a
Fooling
million
me.
shorts, and I put 1 billion tags on things, and I did everything you asked me to, and I got 4 subscribers out of it. I think I'm gonna
Terrible.
go back to.
I went
I'm
to
gonna-
negative numbers.
Yeah,
You imagine
like
that?
I backed
You're
up.
below
So
zero.
it's like, okay, now let me just start it. But it really comes down to, though,
Yeah.
because it's new school, but old school tactics work.
Yes, it is.
Go see people.
Yep. Yep.
Go introduce yourself to people. And
Yep.
on here, the way you introduce yourself to people is go watch people's content. Go leave them a comment and invite them over to your channel by leaving them a comment, letting them know that you've been there. And then hopefully they come and you make a fan. You probably won't, but maybe 1 out of 10, 1 out of 20, you will. Well, over time, that's going to build up to where you have a nice little base under you that's there to support and there to be there for you. You know what I mean? To
Question
be a
about
part
the
of your group.
books again.
Can I just add to that really quickly?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, like one thing I'm seeing and learning on this journey too is really, well, in anywhere. It's in God's hands. You know what I
That's
mean?
indeed.
Because you can
Indeed.
follow all the different tricks and all that stuff, but it's really in God's hands. Because
is.
I've seen people with success using tags or not.
Yeah.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
being a big, you know, telling their business or not, or you know, being
Yeah.
flashy or being homeless.
Key
You know
to
what I
it
mean?
comes to do what you do and
Yeah.
keep doing it. If you feel good about it, then
Well, because if you don't, you're
just
not
keep
going to
going.
keep the pace. You know what I mean? You're
Yeah.
going to
You're not.
eventually fall
You're not.
down, and then that's going to disappoint you. And maybe it
Yep.
takes longer to get up and start again. You know what I
Yep.
mean? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but when did you write your first book? Like, what year?
That was in 2018. Yeah, but it was 20,
Okay, so I had read my first book by then. Okay, we're good. I was worried again. I was like, oh God, here we go. She's gonna be like, yeah, I was 2 and I wrote a book, and I was like, oh man.
Well, I seen a question from Big Jack in here. What about
I'm missing
trademarking your
comment.
brands? I've actually thought about that, and I don't know even how to do that, honestly.
Dude, I'm 140 comments behind.
Guy.
Sorry, guys. I gotta start talking to Miss Boogie
We
Time.
talked
I hadn't
about
even
this.
been looking at. That was a,
Good you get caught in the conversation. Yeah. Shout out to you guys.
I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to tell y'all now. I missed your comment. Sorry.
Yeah.
Shout out to every one of you because there's
Appreciate
no way
y'all.
I can back up. Yeah.
We've been
There's
known to do this.
140 comments. I was like, oh crap.
Thank
That's
you
not
guys.
14. That's 140. But shout out to
there
all
could
of
be
you.
actually questions for Boogie that we should be looking at. I don't know.
And, you know,
Dude, I'd have to like sit down with a cup of coffee and go to reading a book because there's a lot of comments in
But
here.
that is a good question though, right? Like, cause you got good vibes, Shine, you got Boogie. Do you have your stuff trademarked?
I actually do not have my brand trademark, and it's so crazy because I remember looking into this a few years back, like trademarking and stuff like that. Because I was using like the Boogie brand. I've been doing that for a while now. Like I used to have like little T-shirts and stuff like that, all that. But at the time, I was looking into a lawyer and trademarking. I was like, oh, I can't afford that right now at that time. So it's always been in my head to come back to it. But it's definitely going to be something I'm going to start really like looking into now, especially as everything grows, because I really want to make a whole brand with Boogie, all of it.
Well, and if you're going to put this kind of time in and consistency, you should. You should. I mean, let's just be honest.
Because I mean, like the other side of it is like, you hear the horror stories, and I know a guy personally that this happened to who has a significantly sized page, like over 100,000, and somehow he ended up, somebody else took his stuff, right, and they put it on, I think it was TikTok or something like that, and he was only doing YouTube, and it blew up on TikTok, and this guy was pretending to be him and everything, and he ended up getting locked out of his own stuff for like a year. He had to go through this whole court thing and like prove it was him, and like it was just insane. But he got it back, but he never got any of the revenue or anything like that was generated from this guy who just took his stuff. So that's where I wonder, right? And I don't think there's really any way you could stop that, no matter how many. If somebody's going to do it, they're going to do it. You know what I mean? So, but at least you have some recourse, I guess.
This is actually, I'm happy I mentioned that. I got notepad here too, so I'm actually gonna research that now. Because like now, it's a different time in my life. I'm more knowledgeable about other stuff now. So, and I figure if a lot of people, I always say this: if a lot of people are doing something, I can do it, or I can figure it out. That's just how I look at it. Even if I'm learning something on the job and it's new or difficult at first, I'm like, hold on. If all these people are doing it, it can be done. Because everybody's not rich, everybody's not Einstein. So I'm gonna just look into it and figure it out. So.
That's right. Yeah, that's how you
Shout
do it.
out to you.
That's great advice.
That is great advice because it's so true.
Because you can get in your head and get nothing done and be like,
guys,
I can't do this.
I'm that guy. I am that guy. When I say I will edit myself out of a video, I mean that. And it's a good thing that I had no clue how to do any of that when I first started, because I promise you there probably wouldn't be not one video up on my page, because I'd have just edited myself right on out of probably a decent video, because I'm one of those people. And that's where this live thing came in for me this past month. I put it out there purposely because I know how I am. When things are difficult and things hurt me in my brain, not in my brain, but just I'm hyperactive. Y'all see how I move. I'm twitchy. I'm clicky. Working on this type of stuff screws my whole psychological outcome up sometimes. It's like it'll ruin me. So I put it out there like I'm going to be on every day. I'm coming on every day because I'm going to force feed myself this until it feels good. And a couple weeks ago, I told everybody on live a couple weeks ago, I got ready to come in here, and for the first time, I told my wife, I said, man, this is the first morning where I don't feel that like, man, I got to get, I love being on here, but I hated the process of coming in, getting things scheduled and making sure that StreamYard's working, making sure that my stuff's plugged in, making sure that mics are unmuted, making sure that this is done. And the only way that guy could have ever accomplished that was through the community and through this live stream and to hold myself accountable. Now, in order to quit, I'll always be the guy that quit. So I had to make a decision. Okay, well, I'm going to put it out there, then I'm going to do it, and I'm going to prove I ain't going to quit. It may get tough, and I may get aggravated, and y'all may see me break. Y'all may see me be like, man, I don't know what to do, but I ain't quitting. I'll stay on here till my neck hurts. I'll stay on here till my eyes bug out of my head. But
and that's where balance comes in. Like, we talked about that a little bit yesterday, because, like, especially if we come on, like, we do this in the morning, and then you come at after dark. Usually we say we're going to go for an hour, and then 1 in the morning. Like, we should wind it down, because, like, once you start playing, time starts flying. Right?
It takes me more than an hour to say hello to everybody. So, I mean, let's be honest, Scott.
So, you gotta have that's something, at least for myself, I'll speak to, is like having that routine. You know what I mean? And those boundaries, because it's like, okay, now I set an alarm, and when that thing goes, all right, now it's half an hour of wind down. You know what I mean? And then out you go.
But I'm also, I agree with you there. But I seen my moment where it's like, okay, I want to get myself comfortable with this, and the only way that I can do this and prove that I'm going to do it to myself is to commit, and whether I really want to or not, in my head, I'm going. And then it'll feel good in my heart when I get going. The good vibes will be there because I'm about good vibes, but I'm going to get past this not so good vibe part to get to that good vibe. And every day, come on here and do it. And now it's good vibes as I come in. It's good vibes as I type in our little thing. It's good vibes as I'm making little intros for people now, and it feels good. But it would have never got to that point if I didn't force myself for a month to just say, okay, I'm doing this, and I'm going to learn this. I'm going to learn how to use a computer. I'm going to learn how to do these things that I see everybody else able to do.
And to be fair, you took on like the gauntlet, or as I call it, baptism by fire. It's like, I'm going to learn how to use a computer, plus cameras, plus editing, plus do a show, plus bring content, plus.
Deep in. Deep in.
But
I got Squirrel with me,
in the shallows.
I got Squirrel with me, man. He's here with me, and I just go with it, man. But it's like such a great learning experience for those of us that's out here trying new things. It's so powerful to feel in yourself that, man, I just did something that was uncomfortable for me, and I did it. And now I don't feel that uncomfortable no more. Nobody jumped out and ate me. Nobody come out from behind my TV screen and done anything to me.
Pretty good. It's surprising.
It's like, okay, this isn't so bad. But you don't get there sometimes until you just go through that uncomfortable part where it's like, man, this sucks. I don't like this. This ain't fun.
It's kind of like the first day on the job philosophy.
Oh,
you know what I mean? Starting a job the first day, you're like, here we go.
First day.
To the bottom of the ladder. Oh, yeah.
My dad always told me, like, when new people would come on the job site, he would tell me, he said, well, there's a couple different ways we're going to know whether they're going to work out. If they show up the first Monday after payday Fridays, because we got paid on Friday.
That's a good one.
If they show up on the first Monday after payday, then, okay, we got a chance. And if after 2 weeks their work ethic is half of what it was their first day, then we'll know we have a winner. Because the first day you'll get more out of somebody.
Oh,
They'll
yeah.
work their tail off for you.
Yeah.
And then you'll slowly see them start to admit, like, okay, you are getting paid by the hour, buddy. I'm not paying you by the job. So,
Yeah.
like, it's these
You
on
got
up,
the
man.
job.
Yeah, like you got the job.
Yeah.
You know, but that's how Daddy, and I mean, he still works every day. He's 83. But that's how he'd be
amazing.
like, well, if they come back the payday after Friday, then we got a chance. And if their work ethic is about half of what it was the first day that they worked for us, then they're probably going to do pretty good.
Good,
Because the first day, boy, they'll carry 10 2x4s instead of 5.
Exactly.
The first day, they'll carry a 50-pound box instead of a 25-pound box. But then the second day, it'll be a 30-pound box. And then the third day, it'll be a 20-pound box. So, you know, it's like that. It's so true. It's so true. Just
I don't
stay
know-
with your work ethic.
I
Keep
don't know
doing it.
if it was a question. I know there's quite a bit
I've
of
missed so
chat
many, I
going on here,
stopped.
but it was something I was going to ask you.
Yeah, please.
So,
Okay.
what's next? What's next for Boogie? What's
Oh,
your
Lord,
plans?
here we go. Another. Make me feel worse about myself, Miss Boogie Time.
I've
Go
lined
ahead.
these questions up strategically.
Go ahead. Just go ahead.
Tell them. Lay down.
Just. We're ready.
Well, after my honeymoon, and then I go on tour. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah. Oh, sweet.
I was like,
If you need any road work or tour guys,
no need for me to be here.
bye.
Okay, all right, good talk. Yeah.
Excellent conversation. Well, that'll be the end of the
Yeah,
broadcast.
I'm a loser.
Oh no, but
What-
for real.
What's next? Just continuing pushing myself in every way possible. You guys mentioned it earlier. We have me and Also Ravishing have a weekly Sunday podcast called Love Talk. Talk about
Awesome.
relationships, marriage. We definitely gonna be reaching out to some people.
Awesome.
Hint, hint.
Awesome.
Mhm,
Awesome.
mhm.
Reach out.
Because we want to talk about it's a lot of important conversations, on love, relationship, heartbreak. Like that's a big part of our lives. So I'm just looking forward to that growing, and I'm working with an awesome person,
Yes.
Also Ravishing.
Yes.
So like we're having a
Good
great
choice.
time, and just continue growing my content as well. Winging it, because that's like my thing. Like winging it. You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
winging it
you're a
doesn't have to
poet,
be a
man.
bad thing. You trust
Yeah.
God when you wing it. You know what I
That's
mean?
right.
We're winging it every day on our YouTube channels in some form or fashion.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
just continue growing in all that I'm interested with on my job, YouTube. Gonna continue writing, putting myself out there, and open. And yeah, you guys mentioned change, and open to change, open to adapting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
And just
Well,
so Guy knows, when do you think your next book will be coming out?
I'm,
I'm gonna read me another one. I'm already working on one. I got one picked out.
there you go.
That way, I'm always one book ahead read than what she's wrote.
Right. I think
I'll have to verify this.
Yeah. Well,
big thing I'm gonna
tough
focus on doing.
verification.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna focus on doing. I probably will chill the rest of this year and possibly next year, because one thing I want to do now that I've had to learn in this journey is I want to get a website, make
Yeah.
my book available so people can purchase it,
Yeah.
signed copies. I know
Yeah.
people who said they wanted signed copies.
Cool.
And so I want to do that, focus on marketing and continue to grow my YouTube channel so I can really market the book, and just work on that part, because the biggest part is writing the book. Another part that is important is promoting it and stuff. So I'm going to definitely start doing that. So basically, long story short, I'm going to be focusing on that aspect, and then I'll start writing again.
I love that.
Very
I love
cool.
that.
Makes
well,
sense.
let me throw this out there to you then. I know from a marketing standpoint that, anything that you can get to put that name out there is always a reward. So, just from myself creating change and Guy and Shine, if you would like to put up some type of 20-25 seconds, something that's about your book, about where to find it, about how to get to it, who you are, what you're about, however, you know how to do that.
Yeah.
get it over to me, and then we will make it part of the show. We will share it just like we do with
That'd be cool.
We Be Jamming
Yeah.
or something like that. But take a 30-second or so something. However, I'm not being a stringent like, oh, you need this time for. I'm just saying somewhere thereabouts that we can play several times a morning where people can maybe go find your stuff.
Yeah, there's a
and-
lot
and
of
be
people
able
tour
to-
through here. Like it's
Yeah, I mean,
so
hey,
it's good.
every little bit helps, and
Helps,
I
man.
I
Yep.
get that.
Yep. Couch
I hope
pennies.
one day that Guy and Shine can offer you a platform that by sharing your stuff, maybe it brings you 1,000 orders. But right now, all I can do is offer to share it and hope that it touches somebody somewhere, and then maybe whatever. But that's available. If it's something you would like to do, then know that offer is always available.
I certainly
for
would.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Do you intend on doing a reading of your book and filming it?
You know what's so funny? See, you got me figured out. So before I did this, before I hopped on here with you guys, I read one of the Psalms. I think I'm gonna put a video of it on my channel.
Nice.
Okay.
At first I was kind of like, oh, do I, because I know they have stuff with copyrights and reading books, but I'm like, it's my own book, and
Right.
it wouldn't be hard for me to prove that, So,
Yeah. Hopefully not.
they be tripping the copyright police out
Yeah,
there,
It's my face on there.
Yeah,
It's me.
it's like
I'll show you the manuscript, but
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'm gonna start doing little stuff like that just to give people
Cool.
Yeah.
idea of what it is and what they can expect from the book. So
That's
I'll probably
awesome.
drop that video later.
yeah.
Nice.
And there's
Today.
a lot of
We look forward to it.
of people now that the market is on the side of Audible books. So, that could be something that you could really touch into, just like with the podcast situation on YouTube.
Yep.
Like if you're going to do a YouTube video, why not cut it out and make a podcast out of it if you want to?
Yeah.
It's there.
Wink,
Yeah.
wink.
I mean,
Yep.
it's an option. It's an
Listen,
option.
Good
There's
idea.
a huge
sure.
amount of
Share,
people that
um,
digest things audibly now. Like,
and just another little thing. I know that you're real savvy with this kind of stuff, but one of those little, those little handy dandy little barcode deals that you can get, man, and some business cards and lay them
Yes.
on counters at convenience stores and stuff as you go, where people can just take a picture of it and takes them right to the link or whatever.
that's
Yeah.
That would
smart.
be a
That's
killer
really smart,
option
dude.
for you, man.
Really
That's
smart.
really good idea.
And
Yep.
another little old school marketing tactic. I know that the little barcode deal wouldn't work on it, but like pins. It's estimated that a pen in its lifetime will touch at least 10 different hands before the ink is out.
That's
So
wild.
imagine that. You go order a box of 100 pens with your information on it, and you
Yeah.
randomly set them down somewhere. That pen is potentially going to touch up to 10 or more hands before its lifetime is out. So it's another way of just something cheap to
Yeah.
get your name
What I
out
like to
that's,
do is go to the bank and take all the bank's pens away.
Oh, I
and
do that
replace
all
them
the
with
time.
mine.
I thought everybody did
You
that.
have the best pens.
I thought that's how you gained interest.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought too.
That's
not
how
it
I mean,
works.
because I did get
Oh,
big
man.
letters on my GED. They were big letters.
On your
The
kid.
big bubble ones. Yeah, they give me big bubble letters. So I did good on it, apparently.
Old English.
I did learn that.
Yeah.
Yeah. You ought to see the stack of pens I've got. I've gained a lot of interest at the bank since I've been doing business.
I actually have an insane collection of pens. I'm not even joking right now.
It's when I started taking
like
the cup that they come
270
into
some
that they got
pens.
on to me.
Yeah.
They don't like you taking the cup that
They
they're
frowned upon that, especially
Yeah, they
when you
don't
take
like
the
that.
gold ones. Or the
Yeah, don't take the
silver
gold
ones.
cup. Yeah, now see now if you're gonna steal a pen, steal a pen.
Yeah,
Right?
it could come
It's
on.
like it's like in the lighter world. If you can get a Zippo, like I could steal lighters so good, and I wasn't even trying to. Like I'd wind up with people's lighters. Back when I smoked, they'd be like, I'd wind up with their lighter. Like, how did I do that?
Yeah.
And they
Wind
take
up
that
with a
serious.
Zippo.
Oh
I
yeah.
never did. You
Oh
know,
yeah.
You know,
It happened to me last weekend.
Yahtzee.
You guys
Yahtzee.
like, yo, bro.
yeah.
I'm like, "Woo, take it easy.
Yeah,
Take
yeah.
it
It's
easy.
like I'll sell you a Zippo
We're
back,
all
bro.
friends here.
You done messed around.
Get up off me. It's like,
Like
come
this
on,
is
man.
my Zippo. Like unless it's got your initials on it, I don't remember taking this from you. This one's
I know,
mine.
right?
This is mine. My mom bought this for me back in
Yeah.
'73.
There you go.
So it's like,
My name's on the bottom of it.
hey, it's been outstanding. Coming up on an hour with you, Miss Boogie Time. We appreciate your
Great.
time, and just an honor to have you a part of
Absolutely.
our little journey here on YouTube. And once again, I want that extended to you. I want you to know that the offer, like I say, put us so you can do a better job than I can with it. Put us a little something together that we can share of yours that will lead people to your stuff. If you know if that has your information, do it and get it over here to us, and we'll put it out there every
Thank you.
day. And we'll talk about it as best as we know how. But if you do the right little promo, you're talking about it, and that's better than us
Yeah.
talking about it.
Absolutely.
But we'll share it for sure. So thank you for this time. Thank you very much. We
Absolutely.
Thank you
appreciate
for
it.
having me, guys.
Oh,
Thank you.
Anything you want to say to anybody before you
other
close
than
out, or
anything else you've done,
pump
other
up
than
anything
anything
we've
else
missed,
that
like maybe
you-
controlling the temperature of the sun, or
right. You're right.
little
Right.
things you're working
We're
on
not
the
ready
side.
for that yet, Miss
Yeah.
Boogie Time. We're not ready for that yet.
I think you guys got it all. And I just thank you for having me, and thank you all that joined the chat. If anybody has questions, hey, and if it's okay with you guys, I'm sure comment after
Absolutely.
the stream. I'll take a look and I could, help that way, or So yeah,
Absolutely. Or go
thank you
check
guys.
her out at Miss Boogie Time and see her stuff, and she'll get up with you if you have any questions for her.
Yeah.
I know one thing. It's outstanding to get to talk to you and watch you grow.
Yeah.
It motivates me. Not from a not don't ever take it as competition standpoint. It motivates me because it's like, okay, I see that if I follow these steps, if I do this, if I keep just going what I'm doing, then these things are possible. Just like I told you about your little banner, as simple as that was, it's like, okay, I see what's available once I can understand the tools that are available to make things happen like that. So you sharing with us not only does that for me, I'm sure if it helps me and Sean in some way, it's got to help others. So you're doing
I was
an
just gonna say,
outstanding
keep
job.
inspiring the fire in
Keep
all of us.
inspiring.
That's what I was gonna say.
Thank you,
Indeed.
guys.
You keep it up. Keep doing what you're doing.
You
See,
guys-
I'm not professional enough to mute that. So
Oh, please. Love it.
hey,
We're family.
it's like I was gonna mute, but then it's like, okay, cover my mouth or mute. Which one? Because it was gonna be like mute and
It was a
sneeze.
split second
or-
decision. It
yeah,
was going
like-
one way or the other.
Yeah, so shout out to professionalism here on the Guy and Shine Show.
Where we take everything very professional. When we
Oh
don't.
yeah. But hey, thank you so much.
And you guys are
Miss-
doing great too, by the way. I have to say that.
Hey.
I love the production, everything, the good vibes, the music, blending, creativity, and music, and everything's awesome.
Thank you very
That was
much.
Thank you.
phenomenal.
Very
Yep.
kind.
Thank you. That's very nice. To hear that from you is even more
Aw.
outstanding. So thank you very much. No, it does, because fellow creators, I would want them to know that if you do have something negative to say, I want you to say it. But most of us are just not going to say anything at all. But if you do have something positive to say, be sincere with it, or don't say nothing at all.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like that would be where you come from with that. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely.
For sure.
Because that's how I approach my way. I don't want to hurt people's feelings. So therefore, sometimes the truth isn't the best. Sometimes just not saying nothing is the truth too. And I don't want to hurt people's feelings, but at the same time, I don't want to give them false recognition either.
Right.
I
Yeah.
don't want to do that.
Exactly.
So sometimes the
Yeah.
best truth is nothing at all.
Unless
to
you
be
can find a
silent about.
constructive way to do it. That's
Right.
you know what I mean? Because
But then
like it's like
that-
maybe this isn't, you know what I mean? It's tricky. I don't suggest it.
Yeah.
But,
It's like I
there's
may
some
not be
people who
the
are
guy
already
that you like. You might be asking the wrong guy to give you
Yes.
a cushioned response. It may not be exactly
This
the
is
way it
going to be
wants
a
to
hard
come out.
landing,
It
son.
may-
Sit down. This is going down.
yeah, like it's like one of your best friends or something asking you about, like, are you asking them about your song? Like, say you write a song,
Oh, don't do
and
that.
and you go to
Don't
your
do
best
that.
friend and you're like, hey man, I'm gonna play a song for it. Well, you know that they're gonna be like, well, that's pretty good. You know what I mean? But then you got that one friend that you go to and you're like, hey man, tell me what you, and he'd be like, all the other ones told me this is pretty good. Now I want you to tell me the truth. And you'd be like, dude, that you
Sounds
need to go
like
back to the
garbage.
writing table on that one. It's not.
You were a failure.
It's like,
What?
yeah, don't do that one. Yeah, that one did. Yeah, that one don't.
Right,
Yeah,
but
that
you
one
gotta
didn't work.
yeah,
You know?
But again, everyone's got an opinion, right?
Yeah.
Everyone's got an opinion. Everyone has an opinion.
Smoothie time.
Smoothie time. That's probably, hey, Miss Boogie, don't let him fool you. That's probably a big old glass of Metamucil. Ain't no smoothie.
I
That's
just
a big glass of
add purple.
Metamucil.
I have purple color to it. You got me. For shade,
Ain't no daggone smoothie. That's a Metamucil.
Shout out to your boy, Metamucil. We're taking
I gotta get my
sponsorships.
stomach
They're
right.
filling up fast.
Yeah.
Them tacos are killing me. Them tacos are killing me.
Oh my God.
Too much cheese last week.
Why did you this? Oh, well.
Breaking us.
Yeah.
What about smoothie time?
Shout out to Brad Muffins and Metamucil drinks, man. Hey, I love it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh God, I love it, man. Shout out to everybody who come to visit with Miss Boogie Time and be a
Thank you,
part
guys. Thank
of her journey with us and be a part of her talking about her book. Shout out your book once again, please, Miss
Yep.
Boogie Time.
Her songs available on Amazon.com.
Her
Go get it.
songs available
Go
on
get it.
Amazon.com.
Tell your friends. Tell your friends'
yeah.
friends.
and please do try
Yeah.
to get us something in the next little while.
Yeah, I'm on it. I probably recorded today.
Okay,
Yep,
yeah,
I'll
cool.
record it.
You already
Yeah.
know she's probably halfway done it by now. So like,
Right.
Yeah. And just so you know, Miss Boogie, you know, I know that you know the formatting deal. I have trouble like getting it from one format to the right format. So if you send us something,
MP4.
just kind of make sure before you send it to me that it's in the proper format, because I have a hard time figuring out how to fix it when it's not. Like I know that you can, but I'm not
MP4
there yet.
MP4
It's just a
works.
lot easier.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah.
But do you something, do you something up and get your, do what you do, and then we'll share it every
Push,
chance
push.
that we get. Yeah,
Push.
we'll
Okay.
push. We'll push.
Thank you.
Man. Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome.
All right. Well, you have a good day, and thank you so much again.
You
Be
too, guys.
safe.
Miss
Keep
Boogie
drinking.
Time.
Bye, guys.
See ya.
ya.
See ya. Have a good day.
You too.
Yes, ma'am.
That was
What
awesome.
an outstanding young lady.
Yeah.
That was Miss Boogie Time with us. We appreciate you, Miss Boogie, for being here. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Shout
sir.
out to Miss Boogie Time. Shout out to, hey man, I looked over at the comments and it was 100.
They were blowing up, dude.
I was like,
I was looking at Boogie, and I had.
I
these
wasn't even gonna
questions
say
in there.
nothing. I was gonna act like they wasn't even there. I was like, I didn't see, because once I looked, I'm like, oh God, I'm so far behind. I'd have to sit down with a cup of coffee in a couple hours to go
Yep.
back through them. So shout out to everybody
Appreciate
being
you
here.
guys.
We appreciate it, man. That what an outstanding journey with Boogie Time, talking about her book and talking about her processes, and just also talking about her YouTube journey and just the other book journeys, the other things that this young lady has
Just how much
accomplished.
she's
and
accomplished it's
It's
wow.
outstanding, man.
Yeah,
Like
wow.
I just
Yeah.
don't even like I'm amazed. I'm amazed, and
Yeah.
I'm inspired. I think
Like
not
I
only
thought
other
she
young
wrote
ladies,
a book,
but
and
just
then
young
when she
people,
said
these people.
5 books,
I
what?
I seriously got worried. I'm like, she's gonna name off more books as she's wrote that I've read.
That's
And I'm like,
amazing.
I'm like, I ain't gonna tell her how many
2018.
books I've read yet until I hear how many books she's wrote. And then I'm gonna make dang sure I've read more
We
books.
should have did
than
it on
she's wrote.
3. Okay. 1,
Yeah.
2,
Like,
3.
Yeah. I'd have been like 5,497
and a half.
and a half, because I ain't done yet.
Yeah.
I'm still reading it. Yeah, I mean, but it's such. I mean, like I'm just so. I'm so thrilled for her to just
Yeah.
keep, because that shows tenacity. 5 books,
Well,
a
and,
YouTube
and on
channel,
top of
and
talking about stuff that's not like it's hard for a lot of people to talk about. No, like that's what's really cool, is opening up those conversations about, like, where she's saying about love and marriage and relationships, because it's important that those conversations are being had. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot's changed in the last few years with people. Like, I'll meet like a really great single guy and a single woman or something like that, but there's a different way than things used to be, if you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's a different system. So talking about it and getting it out there and being like, okay, well, where are you coming from on this? Like, where are you at? Where do you want to be?
yeah,
Big
Yeah.
stuff. That's big stuff.
Well, and just, it's always so refreshing, and I say it over and over again, but it's just refreshing to see a young individual living a good, strong, moral life and doing their thing. I push that off. I like to see people just go for it, but in the most pure, like, hey, I'm doing this because I love it. I'm hoping to bring something other people love, but most of all, I'm doing it because I believe in it and I love it. And that only you only see that when you see somebody's history and you can see the effort that they just keep trying. They keep going
Yeah.
and doing and
Yeah.
and recreating what is them.
Yep.
You're not changing so much what your core is about. You're just recreating what makes you. You're just adding more to it, and it's just such an
Well,
outstanding.
practice makes better. You know what I mean?
Practice makes better, and just
it's like
it's
and-
like
and that
you keep doing
consistency.
it. You
Yep.
just keep doing it, man.
Yep. Keep
Such
on,
an
keep on.
inspiration, man. So shout out to
Absolutely.
everybody here who joined in because what an inspiring young lady.
Yep.
Shout out to her and shout out to Miss Boogie Time. She's super supportive of the whole community. We support your friendship here at Guy and Shine. We support your friendship at Creating Change and at Shine Dig. And most importantly, we just enjoy having our newfound friendship with each other and helping you push your stuff out because we believe in what you're doing, and we see that you're working hard and you're coming at it from the right perspective. So we will always be here to push up Miss Boogie Time, and we thank her for her time today. Appreciate you, Miss Boogie Time. Shout out to everybody here. We see you. Thank you all for being here. We're going to take a small little break. It's the right after the top of the hour, 8 minutes after the top of the hour. Sean, I'm gonna play our intro here for a couple minutes and go get me another drink, and
Okay.
we'll be back here in just a few minutes. So this is
I might be a second or two. I'm just gonna.
okay. Yeah, man.
Take-
All right. Well, this
I'll
is
be
Guy
back.
and Shine.
Yep.
Good vibes to everybody. I'm gonna go get me another little splash to drink, and we'll be right back here in a few minutes. Thanks for hanging
Thanks,
out with us, guys.
Appreciate you.
All right. Good vibes, everybody. Appreciate y'all being here. Let me get my headphones back on. My ears get sweaty, so I have to take my headphones off for a second. Sorry about that. Appreciate everybody being here. This is Good Vibes, Guy and Shine. Appreciate everybody sticking around with us, man. Just had an outstanding talk with Miss Boogie Time. She's just a wonderful individual and been part of both mine and Shine's little YouTube journey since start. So it's outstanding to get to have her on and privileged to have her be a friend of Guy and Shine, Creating Change, and at Shine Dig. So thank you everybody. Appreciate you guys being here. Shout out to everyone here. Shout out to Magic of Healing. Appreciate you being a friend of Guy and Shine, and I appreciate the invite over to your channel. So shout out to you. All right, man. Yeah, gonna be over with Amina on her channel. I appreciate the invite. Thank you very much for that, Big Jack. I appreciate you being here. I see you guys. Sorry, I missed some comments. I see Belinda from E Block. See you, Sister Belinda. Shout out to you. Sorry about that, guys. I got started talking to Miss Boogie Time, and I looked over, and I was like, oh my god, like But when you have somebody special on and you have a guest that's sharing some insight, I think sometimes it's just, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But it wasn't that I was trying to ignore y'all. Creating will be on my channel next March, Friday 28th. Yeah. 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 Shout out to 2075. Be right here with you. Gen X Effect. Appreciate you being in the house. Abby Normal Scratchers. Thank y'all. Appreciate everybody. 19 in the house. Thank you guys. Jenny Lee Days. I see you there. Appreciate all of you, man. What an outstanding conversation with Miss Boogie Time. I'm excited that we got to have her on. Excited to be a part of her little journey, and just excited to hear what she's got going on. Shout out to Tommy Kenyon at Keeping It Real. He did that little intro for the Guy and Shine show, and while doing that intro, taught me how to do them. So shout out to you, brother Tommy, being a part of the Guy and Shine show, helping us in the back, doing some things and showing us how to do stuff. And he also has his own channel. I push you up, brother, and I thank you for your support. I thank you for your friendship to Creating Change. I thank you for your friendship at Shine Dig. Most importantly, I thank you for our newfound friendship. So thank you. I appreciate you. I push you up. Appreciate you.
Hey, I'm Tommy Kenyon, your tech content creator and digital content pro. With cutting edge AI guidance, I craft segments like interactive audio or video audio sync tutorials and more. I deliver clear step-by-step digital solutions that make your projects shine, practical, fast, and ready to roll. Hire me to bring your tech vision to life. Let's create something epic together.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out once again to Tommy Kenyon at Keeping It Real, just an outstanding community member, and just been a great support of mine and been a part of my journey since pretty much day one. So thank you, Tommy Kenyon at Keeping It Real. Appreciate you. Shout out to Gas and Guitar Covers, a friend of Guy and Shine, a friend of the show. We appreciate you being a part of our little journey and giving us a little bit of material to share of yours. We appreciate your talents, and we just appreciate you being part of everything. So shout out to Gas and Guitar Covers. I encourage you to go see him. He's got plenty of songs and stuff on his channel. So shout out to you, Gas and Guitar Covers. This is a little song called "Dancing Down an Empty Road" by Josh Hawley. Think is the right way to say it, but shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. Good vibes, everybody. Thanks for being here. See you in just a few minutes.
Is it wasted now? Your thoughts unwind somehow across the shadowed lands to a place forever stands. There's no time to get old when you're dancing down an empty road. Got both feet pointed straight at the night underneath those burning clouds of twilight. Believe wherever you go, there'll be enough music to feed your soul. And even though I know you're not coming back, I'll say I'll see you again. What have we wasted here? The silence of our fears, frozen morning light on the day we learn to fight. There's no time to get old when you're dancing down this empty road. Got both feet pointed straight at the night underneath those burning clouds of twilight. Believe wherever you go, there'll be enough music to feed your soul. Even though I know you're not coming back, I'll say I'll see you again. There's no time to get old when you're dancing down an empty road. Got both feet pointed straight at the night, beneath those burning clouds of twilight. Believe wherever you go, there'll be enough music to feed your soul. And even though I know you're not coming back, I'll say I'll see you again. I'll see you again.
Appreciate everybody being here, man. Shout out to each and every one of you. I see you there. Shout out to you there, Belinda from E Block. Shout out to you, Surviving Together. Shout out to you, everybody. I see you. Gen X in the house. I see you. I'm scrolling. Jenny Lee Days. I see you. Shout out to you, brother Desiree. I see you, man. I see. Yeah, we got started talking to Miss Boogie Time, and I let a bunch of comments get by me, so I'm not even trying to go back all the way through. But shout out to everybody. I see you. Appreciate y'all being here, man. This was a fun show. Hey, thanks, Big Jack. Thank you, man. You know, sincerely, your opinion does weigh heavy. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I appreciate you saying that, Big Jack. Thank you. Jimenez, incredible, beautiful soul. Indeed, I'm looking forward to going and talking with her. You know, I'm excited about the opportunity to get to meet her folks, but I'm also excited about the opportunity to share if it's something that can help, or if it's something that you know, if it's something that maybe somebody else can take something from and maybe do something differently in their life in a positive way, then I'm about that, because the only thing I really have to share is what not to do. Um, you know, so I don't have any real words of wisdom other than what not to do. What I did certainly wasn't the easiest path to go down. Mons, we can handle the chat. You didn't miss a beat. Cool. Thank you, Big Jack. I know that. I really do. I know that because you guys know that I'll never question a decision. If you tell me, look, they were being stupid in the comments and we didn't like it, ain't no problem. That's awesome. That's what I'm talking about, man.
Punt them out.
I hope everyone's doing good. Hi, Miss Patty. Good to see you. We just had an outstanding conversation with Miss Boogie Time. You know, and I think she's a prime example of our first little conversation about, you know, is luck truly chance, or is luck something you put
Isn't
yourself
that funny
in?
how that all came together? Huh?
You know,
No.
you know, because
Yeah.
there's a prime example of a young lady that's going on faith,
Uh-huh.
but faith without action
Yep.
doesn't get the job done. So, you know, putting your faith into something, putting action behind it, puts you in a position where luck can find you a heck of a lot easier.
Increase your chances. Big
You
time.
know, so
Yep.
then it begs the question: was it luck, or did you just put yourself in the right position? You know, I don't know. It's
Maybe
you know,
a little of both.
a little bit,
You know
of
what I
both, a little
mean?
sprinkle,
Maybe
little
dust
dusting
and
of
luck.
both. Hey, I'll tell you, bro. I was in here with my coffee this morning, right?
Yeah.
And I'm real kind of in the morning, man. That's like my time to like be introspective. Like, okay, I'm gonna think
Yeah.
about some things.
For
And
sure.
having one of those blank mornings where, man, I really just did. I was like, you know, just not in a bad mood, not in a good mood. I was just kind of like, ugh. Well, then I
Neutral.
was like,
Yeah.
you know, what? And so I was like, all right, Siri, what does luck what does luck? Like, what's the definition of luck? Well, sure enough, it come up, and then it made me think, well, that's not really true. It's not really 100% accurate. Yeah, there is a such thing as just getting lucky,
Random
but
chance. You
yeah,
know what I
random
mean?
chance. But then there's also the idea of putting action behind your work and putting yourself in position that luck
And
can
understanding
find
your
you. You
words
know?
too, you know what I mean? Like that was something that took me a while, was like actually like, because like where I come from, there's a lot of phrases or expressions, right? Like you got you got, if you didn't have bad luck, you'd have no luck at all. So now you associate, at least I did, with how well I was doing by that measure, and
Yeah,
that wasn't a good mindset, because I'm like, first of all, it's not really luck. Like, you know what I mean? Like there is a way that I can make this better, but if I keep believing that it's just going to happen without doing anything about it,
yeah,
it's probably not going to just knock on the door and say, "Hey, here's
yeah.
everything you've been looking for," right?
Indeed, indeed.
So,
I think that I think there's a little sprinkle of all of it. There's randomness, there's random lucky, and then there's working hard towards putting yourself in the spot for lucky to find you. Just like the story of my buddy, or actually he's my like second cousin or third cousin. It's my mom's cousin.
yeah.
Um, who played for Conway Twitty. Well, did he get lucky by playing at the Armory on the right night and having the right person meet him, or did he put himself in the right position for chance to find him? Uh, so it's like, okay,
Yeah.
would that same luck have happened if you'd been in your living room playing the piano? I don't know.
Unless the guy like living next door to you has a really
Right.
good
It's
ear
like,
and works for the record company.
and hadn't so far. So it's like, chances are they probably ain't gonna
But
help
you
you.
might get good luck.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, really, I really did. I went into a deep thought about that this morning for like an hour and a half, 2 hours of my morning was truly spent. The TV was playing, but I didn't really hear much of what it had to say. Didn't really know anything about what was
Yep.
going on. I was thinking about, well, man, really and truly, we're putting ourselves in position where chance can favor us. We're not really. I'm not counting on luck. I'm counting on, okay, I'm going to put the action behind my steps, and then I'm going to put myself in the right position where
And
maybe chance or
yeah,
luck
and
can
commit
find
to
me.
it. Commit to it, and have it. Be grateful. Like that's something that I had to really learn, was like be grateful for what you got or whatever you're dealing with at the time, because if you start doing that, you're going to start seeing more opportunities of, hey, and start believing in yourself,
Yeah, man. Yeah,
right?
there's opportunities out there.
Yep.
Put yourself
And
in a position to get a hold of one of them opportunities.
well,
It's like,
that's yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and since I done that, like my life went from what I would say was here to back up better than I ever thought it would be, to be
yeah,
honest with you.
yeah,
So gonna keep doing that.
yeah,
You know, gonna keep doing that and stay consistent, keep your routine,
yeah.
keep your boundaries. That's important. That's one I struggle with, because you can go, and I know that you're like that as well. It's just hitting that overdrive, overdrive, overdrive,
Oh, you
overdrive.
spread yourself too thin.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you provide people, well, this has been a problem just so far with this channel,
yeah,
that I'm rectifying now as we
yeah,
speak.
yeah.
On a daily basis, every day I'm rectifying situations that I know I'm putting myself in that, okay, wait a minute, now this ain't gonna work because what I'm trying to bring is something different, and this isn't part of my vision. So you have to back up and say, okay, well, that's not gonna work. So as you start addressing these situations, you're putting yourself in a bet. I'm not making no bones about it, man. Like this ain't like for us just to come on and hang out
No, no,
and
no.
just be. I want to do that. I want to have our conversations, but we're trying to produce a show that has some type of meaning, some type of value, entertainment value, as well as some educational value. So I'm learning that I have to be more aware of content. I have to be more aware of guests. I have to be more aware of promoting them. I have to be more aware of who comes in and who doesn't. And create that boundary. Like, hey, if you want on the Guy and Shine show, then if you feel strongly enough about being on here, go visit my page
Yep.
get the email address, or go visit Sean
Do-
Dick's page, get
do
his
some
email
legwork.
address, and
Yep.
email us.
Mhm.
And then I can put the proper legwork in behind promoting it. I can
Yep.
put the proper legwork in behind, having a schedule, because you can't go
It
on
can't
no
be
schedule.
willy-nilly. It
Can't.
can't be. It'd be like, like
Can't do
anybody walking into the bar, or, we keep saying that, but I mean, it's my point of reference. If any guy walked in with a guitar and the guy owning the bar was like, "Yeah, go ahead and play," it don't work like that. You know what I mean?
And two, here we're on live, so
Yeah.
I'm putting myself in one heck of a position to allow people to come on this platform without ever knowing what they're about, who they are, how they're going to act when they get on here. Are they going to even be anywhere near what I want to be around? And the only way that you can do that is to have some type of process,
A
in
vetting
which,
system of
because
sorts.
man, you know how mad I would be at somebody to come on here and start cursing, or come on here and start saying something before I could get them removed,
Oh, it'd be about
or
2
come on here
seconds.
with some kind of attitude that don't
Yep.
fit good vibes.
Mhm.
Dude, you know how mad that makes me.
Oh,
and
yeah.
and that ain't going to float with me. So the only way to stem that without putting myself and you into that position is to create a boundary there, where it's like, okay, we'll have moments
Yep.
where we randomly have people come up sometimes that we know from our chat.
Yeah.
But we're also going to have a process in which, if you find our value enough in our content to be on our channel, you go to my page,
Mhm.
you get the website, or you get the email address, you
Yep.
email me, and I'll respond, and then I'll respond back to you,
Yep.
and then we'll make
Yep.
a correspondence and a date that works. That way that I can bring something of value for you as far as promoting it, and you
Yep.
can bring something of value for me that proves that you really want to be on this channel, and
Yeah.
that you want to
And,
be a
and
part.
it helps with, pace control and scheduling
Yes.
and all that stuff, because but
You
I mean,
can't- you
again,
can't do
figure
it, no.
no,
You can't do
and and that's been established. We figured that out. And plus too, it's like, like I'd rather do one real quality, interview like with Boogie, like we just did a week, than some, you know what I mean? Whatever,
Yeah,
just
well,
off the
it's like,
cuff kind of
as you
thing.
grow bigger, you can't just
Yeah.
keep doing random, because there's too many randoms. It's too many.
That's it.
It's
That's
too
it.
many, and you're trying to create
And the message, like the
you're trying to
message
create a
of,
message. You're trying to
Yeah.
create a show, and I'm finding that out. I'm learning that the hard
Yeah.
way.
Well, I
I'm
think you're
learning
doing
it
a good
I'm
job.
learning it the way that I learn it. Is like, okay, you try
Yep.
this, you put this out there, and you give it a shot. And if it doesn't work out, or you see that it's going to cause issues, then you change it, and you say, okay, well, now we'll make a process in which that each individual can go through. That way there's no favors, there's
Yep.
no favorites. It's like, hey, we'll get to you for sure.
Yep.
We'll
Yep.
get to you
Yep.
always.
Yep.
But you have to have that, because it's like during a conversation with Miss Boogie Time, I missed 140 some comments.
Mhm.
But do you think I'm going to interrupt somebody like her that's sharing knowledge to
No. That's the
no,
whole point.
I'll come back and I'll see them, but I'm not going to do that, because it's her time. Now, if
right.
she has the ability to see comments. So if she sees something she wants to address, I give her the platform. It's hers
sure.
to do that. But that's where having those man, for me, I got so much out of this morning, dude. I'm like almost like a little bit stoked. Like, okay, like she just kind of put a little fire under me. Like, okay, you just finished the book part, and then this other technical stuff ain't so daggone hard. Like, just
Mhm.
do what you got to do with the book part. And
Well,
it's
that's
like,
what's so helpful
okay.
about it, is because it's like, okay, I get now, because like one of the things, writing's not overly difficult for me, but what is grammar. Like my grammar is
Yep.
horrible, and now like knowing that there's a program, I can just like
Yep.
shoot and then
Yep.
correct. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, thank you for that, because
And having the ability to not have, like, you can dictate and not have to try to
Yeah,
type. It would
and-
take me 50 years to
Yeah,
try to.
dude.
It never happened. They don't make enough aluminum foil hats. I'm
I'd be
telling you,
better
I've
off
made
with
a
a
lot of them,
typewriter.
and it ain't helped at all.
Yeah.
My speed got slower. Like, I made aluminum hat, and I'm like, okay, I should be faster. And then I get on there, and I'll be like, I'm actually, okay, this ain't working. You know what I mean? Like, okay, But I mean, you got to stick with the process and just
Yeah.
keep doing what you do.
Keep
But,
pushing.
shit.
Keep pushing.
Yeah, man, keep pushing. I'm already behind on the Shout out to everybody. I appreciate y'all being here. Big Jack. Let's see, where am I at? I'm way up in the comments. There's Miss
Oh,
Shauna.
Patty.
I see you.
Just got to take off. Well, you have a good day.
I
Thank
see
you.
See y'all. See you. Hey, let me get down here at the bottom, man. See you later. See you, Miss Belinda. See you there, Sister Belinda. Have a good day.
Yeah, have a good day.
Shout out to you, Big Jack. Congratulations on getting monetized there, Sister Belinda. Shout out to you, Miss Patty. Appreciate you. L's Endeavors. Appreciate you. Big Jack. Luciana Success. Chief Champion. Chief Champion.
Yeah.
Surviving Together. Surviving Together. Will solidify us a date as to when we're going to be doing our thing on your show, so I can put something together and start running it on a daily thing. So I'll make sure that I correspond through the email thing, and we'll get a date locked in if you want to, so that I can start doing that or whatever. But shout out to everybody. What time we got? Oh, we're half past 12, brother.
My man. Yep.
Half past 12. Well, let's share us another one of your songs.
Sure.
This is Guy and Shine. We appreciate everybody being here. Shout out to each and every one of you. Always good vibes. Always good vibes. Always. We appreciate each and every one of you. I'm gonna do I guess I'll do The Last Fight in Me is what we're gonna do. All right, guys, this is Shine.
Thanks, guys.
Appreciate y'all. Shine Dig, Last Fight in Me. Appreciate you, brother.
Appreciate you.
Sitting down the road, you pull to the side, and I wonder what's about to go down. And as your brake lights fade in the dark, I know I'll be alright. Just like every time before and now, that weight that's on my shoulders has gotten lighter, but I can't say I'm not fighting you. Well, you are the one fighting me. The one fighting me. Or maybe it's only me living inside my head. Says I can't watch the news no more with all these travesties and people in the holes they never should have been in. But here we are yet again, and I don't know if I can go along with this anymore. I don't write these sad, sad songs to bring you down or stray you along. No, I wouldn't feel right if I didn't say a thing. But if there ever was a time, my friends, now it's time to think and sing. Every little thing will be okay in the end. We'll be okay in the end. Singing every little thing will be alright, baby. Be alright in the end. And I don't write these songs about the news. Most of it I don't feel like I choose. Like an on switch that never turns off. In all of this, somehow you and me ain't got lost. Singing
Get ready to groove to the rhythm of excitement as We Be Jammin' Live takes you on a thrilling musical adventure. With a spin of the wheel, our talented musicians spin into action, bringing you an unforgettable experience of music, energy, and entertainment. From classic hits to modern tunes, our talented artists will have you singing along and dancing to the beat. So, sit back, relax, and let the music take you on a wild ride. Do you have what it takes to be one of the 5 to be on the next We Be Jammin' Live?
Hey, I'm Tommy Kenyon, your tech content creator and digital content pro. With cutting edge AI guidance, I craft segments like interactive audio or video audio sync tutorials and more. I deliver clear step-by-step digital solutions that make your projects shine, practical, fast, and ready to roll. Hire me to bring your tech vision to life. Let's create something epic together.
Right, man.
Good job, man.
Good job, Tommy Kenyon. Shout out to We Be Jammin', Big Jack Story Time. Shout out to every one of you. We appreciate each and every one of you being here with us. This is Guy and Shine. Good vibes, always good vibes. Shout out to Miss Boogie Time for being a part of the show today and sharing her experience with us. I think it's something that we can all find a little something
Very
in
inspiring.
that to
very
take
inspiring.
something out of. I'm inspired.
Yep.
I'm inspired just by her voice saying that, hey, it's not, look, just you get the book, and then the rest of this,
Yeah, man.
the rest of it you can definitely accomplish. Get the book, get what you need to say said, and then so shout out to her. Good job. Good job,
Absolutely.
Miss Boogie Time. Good job.
Thank you
We
again.
push you up here, Guy and Shine, always, and
Sometimes you just gotta go strutting.
feed them ducks.
Sometimes you take a bag of bread
Good
with you.
Good.
Sometimes you find some ducks
And you
and
feed
you
the
feed
ducks.
them.
Good vibes.
10 to 1, baby. Yeah.
It's so gross.
You love it.
It's so gross.
You
It's
love
like
it.
I do. That's why I love it. It's like it's just so nasty. It's like ew. It's like,
Come on now.
ooh. Makes me surviving together. I know that you've seen that I put the link in there. I'm excited to talk to you for a few minutes after the show today, so that we can get a date solidified as to when I'm gonna be on, and we'll start running a little something for that. Thank you. Shout out to Belinda from eBlock. Thanks for putting everybody's links in
Yes,
there
thank
for
you
us. We
very much.
appreciate it.
Thank you,
Let's see.
Surviving. I seen your comment. That's very kind of you to say. Thank you.
Yes. Hey, brother Desi, appreciate you. Appreciate you always,
Yeah,
man.
appreciate
Thank
it
you,
all,
Miss
yeah.
Luciana. We see you. We have the best community indeed. I like that. Indeed, Miss Luciana. I agree 100% with you. So far, it's been a cool journey, Miss Patty. I appreciate you, Elle's Endeavors. I see you there. I'm not going back through everybody, but I see you. Shout out to everybody. Thank you all for being here. This is Guy and Shine, 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Sharing good vibes and sharing our perspective on things. And, that's just the way that is. This morning we were talking about what luck meant to us and just how we kind of viewed it. Not that it's right, not that it's wrong, just kind of how
Just
we view
another
it.
perspective. Yeah.
Another perspective. So let's share once again the definition of luck, and I encourage each and every one of you to think about that and just let you see what your version of it is.
Mhm.
Yeah, good job,
Mhm.
good job, guys. I
Very great
appreciate
work.
everybody being here. You know, luck is one of those weird little words that when you start looking at what the definition is, it makes you. Sometimes the definition clears things, and then sometimes the definition leads you down a journey, you know, of like, you know what I'm saying? So it really is, it's a big deal. Dave T from Boston Laborers Union. I see you there, buddy. Good afternoon. Man. Came over and subscribed to you from Jimena channel. Nice to meet you. Hey, my name's Guy. This is Brother Sean. You can find him at Shine Dig. He does music and videos. You know, same kind of format. This is our show together called Guy and Shine, 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. We bring good vibes. We also talk about different topics, and we have guests come on. We just had Miss Boogie Time sharing her book and her processes of writing a book. We also have in the evening times, we'll do like freestyle jams and just get on here and play some music. Both of us play guitar and sing and write. We share other people's stuff. We do a lot more sharing of other people's stuff than we do of our own 99.9% of the time. The evening times is when we like to get on and play our music and just kind of go for it. And then the morning times is kind of dedicated to pushing our community up, pushing others up, and just also just having a great time and exploring different topics along the way. So Dave T from Boston Laborers Union, I thank you for giving us a chance here, and we appreciate you being here. Good vibes to you, always good vibes to you. Thank you. Appreciate you. I remember seeing you. I remember you for sure. So thank you, man. Thank you. Thank you for coming by. Thank you. So shout out to everybody. Shout out to Brother Sean being here in the house with us this morning, doing Brother Sean stuff and talking about luck and talking about music and talking about books and talking about all kinds of stuff with Miss Boogie Time. I encourage everybody within earshot of me, if you haven't been to see Boogie Time's channel, to go check her out. She has a music channel. And she also has her just regular YouTube channel where she does her videos, and she has podcast stuff, and she does a book, and she's just super smart. Books. Yeah, well, let's not go into numbers, okay? We're not about numbers around here, okay?
She's got a book about the numbers.
She's got a book or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
That's amazing.
Okay?
I just can't
she's wrote a handful of books. I've read more than a handful of books. Now,
take that.
Yeah. And I just started reading my next one so that when she gets done writing her next book, I'm one ahead still in how many I've read. You know what I mean?
Spot run.
Spot
runs fast.
Yeah.
Run, Spot, run. That counts, right?
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, thank you. I appreciate all of you being here. Appreciate you guys coming by and hanging out with us for the morning. 12:45, coming up on 12:45. We're keeping a good time frame this morning, Sean. We're doing good with organization, which is important.
Yes,
if you're going to have any type of a show, you got to have it some type of organized, and I think we're getting better, buddy.
I agree.
We're getting better.
I agree.
Shout out to Brother William in the house. I know he was here earlier.
Hope things are going better for you, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm not sure exactly what the deal is, but I do hope you're doing better.
Yeah, indeed, man. Vice versa, right back at you. The same thing. My sentiments exactly. I do know, but I'm not at liberty to. That's not my deal.
No.
But just know that my thoughts and my prayers are with your family, Brother William. So thank you for being a part of the community. Thank you for being a part of Guy and Shine, and thanks for just being a friend to us. So thank you. Shout out to Brother William. We're going to let him play this slow song that he likes to play.
He's trying to get it up to speed.
Yeah, so, he promised us that the next one he would send a fast song over.
Yeah.
Because, exactly. I mean, here on Guy and Shine, we don't like all slow stuff. It's like, we can only slow. I mean, come on.
You can only go slow for so long. Right?
I mean, can only go slow for so long. So it's like, shout out to you, Brother William. We appreciate you, man. Good vibes, everybody. Right, good vibes, everybody. Hey, I see you, Dave from Boston Laborers Union. Says right here, music is a big part of my life. I'm handicapped from a construction accident in 2012. Fell 3.5 stories in an elevator shaft. All types of music is my everyday life, brother. I am so thankful that you stopped by my channel and our channel and just stopped by our show. We appreciate you. We push you up. Thank you for giving us that opportunity. I appreciate it. Sean appreciates it. You are welcome here, and we love having you. So thank you very much for coming by. We do all kinds of different music. In the evening times we do music. In the morning times we do music. When we don't have scheduled appearances, because when we do schedule somebody, then it's their time. But we love music as well. Me and Shine are both singers, songwriters, and performers ourselves in our own right. So we welcome you. We welcome you. Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate that, man. And that's tough. That's tough. I was a construction worker myself, and I know how dangerous of a job it is. Thankful that I never truly got too awfully injured like that. But man, shout out to you, and we appreciate you being a part of Guy and Shine and a part of our little journey now. So, man, thank you. Hey, now you're talking my language, Desi. Beepers and beepers. hey, I had a beeper. I thought I was cool. I thought I was so cool. Yeah, man, I thought I was so.
Which I carried like $500 in quarters.
Yeah. Like, man,
I gotta take this.
Oh yeah, I never kept mine on vibrate. I wanted everybody to know I got.
Did you? Did you have that?
I was a beeper. Beep, beep. Oh, I was a beeper. I'd be like, hey, I'd pull it out like this too. I'd be like, You know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, it's the president. Have
yeah.
to go.
Oh, it's 911.
Uh-oh, those are the worst ones to
Yeah.
get.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Get rid of everything. Run.
Yeah.
The 911. Yeah.
It's
Oh, yeah.
like, my little girlfriend would send like little, like how you could write certain letters and it'd be like hello. You know, like if you write it
Right.
backward, like
Oh,
if you
yeah,
done
with
the 4, the 3, the you know what I'm saying? It would say hello or whatever.
80881
Yeah,
3S.
yeah, all that crap. It was great, man.
Yeah.
Takes me back
Oh, it
to the
does.
day, back in the day when I was really cool. I mean, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there were different times. There were different times.
Like, you know,
Some may say better.
that's all. I'm just saying. Hey, good to meet you, Dave. Good to meet you. Good
That's
to meet you.
69 Dizzy's got there.
That's
Yeah.
funny. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All the different codes.
Yeah, that is so funny. The elevator Einstein said, I'm still cool. He'd tell me that anyway, though. He'd be like, I don't want to hurt his feelings. Just tell him he's doing good. That sounds like a buddy, doesn't it? Like, I'll just tell him.
You're
Just
all
tell,
right.
just go ahead and tell him that he's doing good. Don't even get him started on why he is doing good. Just tell him he's doing good.
Tell
He'll
me
shut up.
You'll be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, yeah, I wouldn't. No.
That's a real friend.
Yeah.
That's a real friend.
He'd be like, yeah, that sucks, guy.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Yeah. Good,
What are you doing
Good
with
talk,
your life?
guy. Good
Yeah.
talk. Yeah. No, yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, that was real deep thought, guy. Don't ever say it again.
Yep.
You know?
I wouldn't tell
Like,
anyone
okay.
else either.
You're right. You're right. You know. But hey, shout out to you, Sister Belinda from E Block. Shout out to you, brother Desi. Shout out to you, everybody surviving together. I'll be waiting on you at 1:00 after the show. Just to use that link and come on in. We'll be here. You know, it ain't going nowhere. But thank you guys. They won't restore my pager service. Yeah. Yeah, I hear you, Desi. I'd have me a beeper back. I ain't gonna lie. I'd be that dude running around with a pager. I ain't gonna lie. That would be so cool. It would
Or
be
if you
just so
can get
outstanding.
one, can you even like? Is that even?
I
a
don't know.
thing?
I don't think
I
so.
know. I know. In
don't-
some countries they still have them, but
That would be so cool, man.
it would be.
Shout
cool.
out to you, Luciana. I see you, Miss Luciana. Thank you, Els Endeavors.
The trick
Brother
of finding a
Desi.
payphone. See, that's the
Ah,
trick.
Yeah, you're gonna carry a pager so that you can pick your cell phone up. Be like, I got a beat. Oh, it's 911.
It's not as much fun if I don't actually go to the payphone,
Right.
which you're not going to find.
Right.
Like they're all
Right.
gone. I don't know
They're
about
all
where
gone.
you're at, but there's
Yeah,
like
you're
one
just
in
out
this
back.
entire city of 2
You're
million
just
people.
out back.
Yeah.
But ask somebody to use their cell phone and see what kind of crooked look you get.
Oh,
See what kind of crooked look you get.
you're gonna.
They'd be
get-
like,
yeah.
no.
I don't own a cell phone.
Oh, you
What's a cell phone?
Oh, you've been stuck on this back road for 4 days and you need to use my phone? No.
Mm-mm. No.
I got a half a honey bun left if
and a carrier pigeon. But,
and I got a carrier pigeon if you'd
you'll
like
have
to
to
send a
get your own
letter to your
paper.
mother. Do you have any last rights I could give them? I could deliver them.
I mean, it's only
No,
gonna
but
be
I could
30
really use your
words.
phone so I could get a ride. Well, I can't do that. Can't do that.
How about just giving me a ride? Nope, gotta go.
Literally, ask somebody to use their cell phone.
Yeah,
Ask
no.
somebody to use their cell phone. That'd be like saying, "Hey, man, you care if I take your wife out to dinner?"
Well, you probably get away with that easier than
Right.
somebody.
Better than a
using
cell phone.
their
They'd be like, "Yeah, you can take my wife out to dinner, but you ain't using my cell phone, bro."
You're not getting
Yeah,
my phone.
No,
No.
you're just not. You're not gonna
Not
do it.
happening.
You ain't putting your little grubby fingers all over my stuff, and then you ain't gonna rub it up against your
Plus, it looks
nasty
like you've
head.
been eating Cheetos. Come
Yeah, it
on
looks
now.
like you've been eating Cheetos for the past month with sticky fingers. No, man. 4 hats and carrier pigeons. I'm in too, brother.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yep.
The sister one said, "Leave my honey buns alone." I'm telling you, man. They're
only one and a
universal,
half.
man.
He's only willing
Hey.
to trade half.
Hey, we used to do what they call, I don't know what they call them in the penitentiaries elsewhere, but in the penitentiary they call them like wolf biscuits. And it was all it was 2 honey buns with a big old thick gob of peanut butter you could smear it on it. But man, that stuff tastes so good, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
Yep.
I ain't gonna lie.
Rib
Tastes so
sticking
good.
food. Rib sticking food. Yeah.
Yeah. That's for sure, man. Well, shout out to everybody. I appreciate everybody being here, coming up on the top of the hour. Sean, I appreciate you.
Appreciate it, bro.
Everybody, I appreciate everybody. Brother Tommy, thanks for being a part of our crew and part of what we got going on and helping us to get some things figured out. Thanks blissfully, Renee. I see you. Yeah, shout out to everybody, man. Today the comments I gotta let them get. I usually try to keep up pretty good, but today I let them get ahead of me, and that's all right. Got 4 Caribbean hot air. Gotta bring them to Virginia fast. Yeah.
They get that red speed pocket.
Yeah,
right?
man. Yeah, for real.
And they got the jet stream working in their favor too, coming from your side.
Yeah, they catch the right. That's how I go usually. Like I wait for the jet stream to be right, and then that's how I normally, like, I don't even go skydiving unless the jet stream's right.
No. So what's the point, really?
I'm real picky about those kind of things. It's, it's funny how that works.
It's good to know what you want.
Yeah,
That's how
you gotta know what you want. You gotta know where you stand.
Absolutely.
Hey, the thanks is on you, brother Desi. Thank you for being here, and thank you for being part of the crew, man. Thank you, Highway 97 North. I appreciate you. Sister Belinda, appreciate you. Elevated Einstein, brother. Thank you. I appreciate you, man. Not going to scroll back up through everybody, but Miss Luciana, I see you. I see everybody. I appreciate L's Endeavors, Highway. I see you. Everybody, thank you. This has been Guy and Shine. Once again, shout out to Miss Boogie Time. Shout out to being on Guy and Shine with us. We appreciate you coming on and sharing with us your experiences, because it does help. It does help people to hear others, share what they had to do, just hearing your processes and and taking some of the challenge out of it. Let's just be honest.
Yeah,
making
and showing you what
better.
you can do. Like, I mean, look at what she's doing. I mean,
the tools that are available, if you just use the tools that's there, it sounds like that she has, definitely been using the tools that's available.
And you gotta put the work in on the tools. You know what I mean?
Put it on there, man. Get your time in on the tools, and your success of the job will be dependent upon that. So
that's true.
Shout out to you. Appreciate you guys. Forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Hey, Dave, come back and hang with us, man. Like I say, we do music a lot, and we share other people's stuff. But in the evening times, we usually try to just spend our time. We both love to play, so a lot of times we may not talk a whole lot. We may just want to sit and jam, and that's just the way it is. Most of the time. Once we pick up the guitars, then it's like, okay, we're all over but the shouting. Yeah, man. Hey, thank you once again, everybody. Shout out to y'all. We will see you tomorrow, 10 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. Actually, no, tomorrow's Saturday. We won't see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning. We will see you Monday at 10 o'clock in the morning. But we might see you, I kind of probably will do something later on tonight.
Yeah, well, it is Friday night.
It is Friday night. And I mean, I hate to miss out on a good jam on a Friday night.
I agree.
So,
and the weather, dude. I don't know, but where you're at, the sun was like,
it's out there.
It's cooking the back of my
head.
head.
It's right there.
I'm going to soak that up.
That's what gives me that glow. That's what gives me that glow that you.
Okay.
That's what it does.
I thought you were living by a nuclear reactor, but that makes way more sense.
No, it's down the road a ways. It's right down. It's down that way. It's
fine.
It's upwind from us right now. It's not the glow from that. I know the glow from the nuclear stuff. This is strictly sun glow here on my face. But yeah. Hey, well, shout out to everybody. I see you down there, Miss Mac. We'll talk here in just a second. I'm gonna play us out here, and then we'll be down there to talk to you in just a minute. Appreciate everybody being here. Shout out to y'all. Good vibes, always good vibes from Guy and Shine. See you guys.
Weekend.
Yeah, TGIF, guys.
Yeah, baby.
I've been in a hurry since I don't know when. Gotta bring it on back. Start over again. Yeah, I'll bring it on back to a nice slow pace. The kind where a guy like me wins a race. Yeah, slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old place. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Well, I got me a woman, yeah, she's better than most. Yeah, I get the space I need to really cut and loose. Yeah, she slows it on down to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. You slow it on down. Take the time it takes to take a real good look around. Yeah, bring it on back to a nice old pace. The kind where a guy like me wins the race. Yeah, slow it down. Slow it on down, guys. Good vibes only to you. Always good vibes. Always good vibes only to all of my beautiful people out there. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day.